a vest, climbing up 5G towers. Cause you told him if he did, he'd get fucking superpowers. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss him off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss him off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. I used to find clues too when I was high on shrooms. I found myself a tunnel that led to Jason Q's bedroom. Open his closet, I found some of his meat rockets.
Hey guys, sorry we're running late.
I found myself in orbit strapped to an F-16. High on amphetamine, with Trump in between. Put on a light coat of baby oil and saluted the troops. He tapped me on the shoulder and said, "This is gonna be it."
What's up, everybody?
Wait, stop. What? I'll get my files. Wait, what are you doing? Stop. Hold on. Fucking stop.
I cannot figure out that fucking drone, dude. It's killing me. That I can't I can figure out anything. I can't figure out that drone. It's killing me. It's killing me. It's driving me crazy.
Get lit, get the place in the bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss him off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Round 3. Down goes Nino. Please say it isn't so. Got him back.
I hit a telephone pole today at about 40 miles an hour. Completely out of control. You know, just good stuff.
No damn research, they rework and copy on cocks that came first. 9th inning, second string, and they acting like they know hitters. Ass on slow and bullshit, shit and bronze to the shitter. All this nonsense on my conscience, it's hard to sleep at night. Who the fuck is in my window with this time of the night? These parasites, these leeches with...
So, it's got autopilot on it, right? So I can fly it by hand, and then I can flip a switch, and it goes into autopilot, whether I just want it to hold a position or fly to a certain place or land or whatever. Well, it always flies perfect the first time I load the software on there, calibrate it, do everything. But then, if I finish flying it, bring it back inside, set around for an hour, don't touch anything, plug the battery back in and go back out and fly it, this sumbitch has a mind of its own. Even when it's in like operator mode, when I'm supposed to be in charge, even when it's not on autopilot, when I'm supposed to be in charge flying it, does whatever the fuck it wants. It usually takes off straight up, and if I try to bring it down, the throttle's unresponsive. It just keeps going up or off. You only have straight up or off throttle. And then from that, if I like hit land or something, it'll start coming down, but wildly, uncontrollably, like doing circles and loops and shit.
Who they are.
I don't know. It's killing me. I got to make a video out of it. And it's fun to play with the first time, but when it's out of control, man, it's dangerous as fuck. I'm afraid to even let the kids go see it now. Like, they can't even come outside when I'm flying it.
You know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss him off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. And they say that I'm a lunatic. Well, listen, bitch, I came equipped with a quick wit and a 6th sense for the stupid shit. Where my true believer? Y'all need Jesus. Praise the Lord and head to the extreme. All these false fucking prophets who profit off of gossip, worshiping Trump's cock and begging for a throat deposit.
Trying to share this everywhere right quick.
On a thong, he's strapped to the shaft, beating his chest like he's Kong, starving for attention.
I guess everybody's headed to Gettysburg for that show up there, I guess.
People, alien sex. What's next? Trump in a dress, fucking Flynn on his desk. A retard in a vest, climbing up 5G towers. You told him if he did, he'd get fucking superpowers. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss him off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss him off, it's about to get lit. Get the place.
I think it's the flight controller that came with the kit, the like autopilot part, is like a cheap ass Chinese knockoff of like an American made one. And I think that's it. Something is corrupted, like, after the first flight, and it just goes crazy. That's all I can say. I don't know. But the new flight controllers are extremely expensive. Like, The brand new model that they want you to buy, it's called the Pixhawk Cube. It's like $250.
Wait, what are you doing? Stop. Hold on. Fucking stop.
So I guess I'll just keep crashing for a while.
This is my mom's an alcoholic. Oh, give me a... Oh, my God. Damn it. Here we go. I think I started some shit. Piss them off. It's about to get lit. Get the place in them bets. You know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go. I think I started some shit. Piss them off. It's about to get lit. Get the place in them bets. You know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Round 3.
JT2 WB, do you copy? Good copy, over.
Now things are getting rocking. He was doing so well.
I don't even know if that was to me.
Shoulders, they ringing his bell. You got news network doing no damn research. They be working. Copy on Cox came first, 9th and 2nd string, and they acting like they know. Hit his ass on slow and bullshit and runs to the shit.
Lehman Charlie, how many, over?
It's hard to sleep at night. Who the fuck is in my window with this time of the night? These parasites, these leeches, with all their secret meetings, teaching all you fucking...
Thank God, like, I've been doing this shit in my front yard because it's so aggravating. I got tired of going to the park.
Here we go, I think I started...
So, I thank God I haven't hit a neighbor's house or car, or... I mean, I hit my car today. My car is like a piece of shit Jetta, like diesel Jetta. Like, I don't care. Anybody could hit my car on the street, and I'd be like, it's all right. I got the same text, daughter of Doug Kuzma. It wasn't that he fell in the toilet. It was that he fell while on the toilet, and he was wedged between the toilet and the wall. I didn't respond. I said, new satellite phone. Who dis? That's what I responded back.
But I can tell you this about if this douchebag happens to see this particular show, you don't have the forking balls to call out the people on this planet by name and tell them exactly who they are and tell them the rest of the world who they are. You don't have forking balls. You don't have balls.
Okay, Scott. Here we go.
Head to the swamp.
About to get lit, get the place in the best. You know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best. You know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. And they say that I'm a lunatic. Well, listen, bitch, I came equipped with a quick wit and a sixth sense for the stupid shit. Where my true believer? Y'all need Jesus. Praise the Lord, head to the extreme. All these false fucking prophets who profit off of gossip. Worshipping drums, cocking, begging for a throat deposit. Swinging fucking meat hammers like fool in a thong.
He's Buffalo Chip.
Just like he's King Kong, starving for attention, I'ma make your gut burst. I'll be your huckleberry, I can quench that thirst. Baby eating lizard people, alien sex. What's next? Trump in a dress, fucking Flynn on his desk. A retard.
Buffalo Chip.
5G towers, cause you told him if he did, he'd get fucking superpowers. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in them bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off.
Buffalo Chip.
Get the place in them bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. I used to find clues too when I was high on shrooms. I found myself a tunnel that led to Jason Q.
Here we go, baby.
Open his closet, I found some of his meat rockets. I strapped them to my shoes and then I flew through the roof. I found myself in orbit strapped to an F-16. High on amphetamine, with Trump in between. Put on a light coat of baby oil and saluted the troops. He tapped me on the shoulder and said, "This is gonna be it." Wait. Stop. What? I'll get my phone.
Welcome. I am Will Bird. This is the Cold Beer Confessional. Thank you for joining us tonight. We got a little bit of a late start. I've been fucking with this damn drone. I built it on camera. I got a time lapse of it, but I just wanted to get some flights and show the autopilot working. And I've got some shots, and I've kind of shown the autopilot working, but I need more footage. So what seems to be happening is every time I program it, immediately it works. Great. Everything works perfect. If it's not just a little bit like, it's kind of twitchy a little bit. Everything works perfect. I can tune it. I can fly it. Everything's great. if I unplug it and take a break and try to use it again, the son of a bitch has a mind of its own. It almost killed me outside earlier. It come past my head at about, 30 or 40 miles an hour, hit a telephone pole by my house, broke an arm off, went flying. The thing's got a mind of its own. But that's where I was at. That's why we're late. That's the other channel news. But on this channel, tonight we're going to talk about some new adventures of some old grifters. They're all on their tours. They've all got stuff coming up. 4th of July is coming. Liam's birthday's coming up, actually, 5th of July. We're going to talk about where they're going, where they're stopping, who they're mingling with, what their voice messages say in their Telegram groups. We're going to talk about all that. We're going to talk about Robert David Steele. Is he trying to make amends? Is he trying to imply that the tours are combining? Is that what's going on? Or is Scott out of his mind? We'll check in with the Frogs. We'll see what they're doing. I think that's about it. We'll check around, see what everybody else is doing. We might even check on Charlie tonight. We'll find something to talk about. Either way, we're gonna start with Patriot Street Fighter. We're gonna what he's got in his Telegram group. But before we start, make sure no matter where you're at, you like and subscribe and share. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, on Facebook you can like the video and like the page. Make sure you do both of that. You can share and start a watch party. On YouTube, make sure you subscribe to this page. Subscribe to Cold Beer Creations, where there may or may not be a video eventually if the drone stops trying to kill me. Check that out. Like the videos, hang out, donate, whatever you got to do. I'll throw the links out. We got Cult Club, so that is for a cash donation. We've got buymeacoffee.com. That is if you're coming from Facebook. We got the GoFundMe, which is specifically for the house issue that we have going on. We've got merch, which should be shipping out this week if you got an order in. We've got the wish list and the Telegram group and Discord. So check all those links out if you want to be part of that. If you don't, you don't. That's cool. Let's listen to what the Patriot Street Fighter had to say earlier in a voice recording.
Hey gang, I just want to put out a notification. There is an event that is going to be in Sturgis, Buffalo Chip.
Buffalo Chip.
That is the Arise Freedom / Patriot Street Fighter Tour event. It's going to be inside Buffalo Chip. That's
inside Buffalo Chip.
Ranch. There's going to be an event there on Friday, and only the people that are buying the VIP pass, $360 for the week, can be at that event. However, we are going to do a free event on Sunday because after...
Only if you have the VIP pass, $350 for the week, can you be in that event.
Pass, $360 for the week.
$360 for the week. I'm sorry.
And only the people that are buying the VIP pass, $360 for the week, can be at that event. However, we are going to do a free event.
He's almost making it sound like this is his event. It's not. The Buffalo Chip thing was going on whether he was going to be there or not. They have several events there through the year, the Buffalo Chip Ranch.
On Sunday, because after...
It's just a voice recording.
2:30 p.m. anybody can access the ranch at Buffalo Chip. I've just learned that Robert David Steele is trying to muddy the waters and make it look like that his event is combined.
No, you cannot get a new straightener. Thank you.
With our event. He's selling $1,000 tickets to their event, apparently at the base of Mount Rushmore, which is not legal because it's federal land.
What? Robert David Steele is trying to make it sound like we've combined events. He is selling $1,000 tickets to his event at the base of Mount Rushmore, which is a federal park. It's illegal. It is illegal to sell tickets to get into something that's free to the public, for sure. No straightener. No.
Robert David Steele is trying to muddy the waters and make it look like that his event is combined with our event. He's selling $1,000 tickets to their event, apparently at the base of Mount Rushmore, which is not legal because
that is not legal. $1,000 events, $1,000 tickets to events at the base of Mount Rushmore. Yeah, I think he recorded this while he was traveling to and from Gettysburg. But he's calling Robert David Steele out. That is illegal. If he's selling those, if he's doing what he says. If he's just having an event within a free public park and selling tickets to it, you can't do that. Yeah, my nose is running like crazy.
federal land.
I hit my
I
nose.
just don't want you to mix up.
I thought it was bleeding.
Doing at Sturgis Buffalo Chip with what they are doing on that other side, that other tour. So I just want to put that out there. I was just notified. A lot of bullshit shenanigans going on with it.
A lot of bullshit shenanigans.
This ass clown. So make sure you understand that is not our tour. We are going to be inside Buffalo Chip, Sturgis Buffalo Chip, on the private 400-acre ranch, of which they will not be. So regardless of what they're saying, there's no collaboration here. Hey gang, I just want to put out a note.
Oh God, stop. Stop. Anyways, he's saying that no, actually I busted my nose, well, my face, running away from the drone about 10 minutes ago, but that was a story I wasn't going to tell. Oh, my eyes and nose are watering when I ran into the side of our porch. He's calling Robert David Steele out, telling him, here it is. He's selling tickets to what is a public park that's illegal, federal grounds. You can't have a paid event on federal grounds like that. If the federal government says it's free, then it's free. That's what it's supposed to be. And then he has to come back and clarify about his event. Here's the second part.
Here in Gettysburg, just wanted to make a quick announcement, a clarification. Michael brought up to me that when I talked about the event, or I should say Buffalo Chip, the property in Sturgis, where it's a 400-acre private ranch where these events are going to be taking place over the 4th of July. So when I mentioned that there was an admission fee to get onto that property of, I think it's $360, that is for obviously anybody in the public, and that has nothing to do with me or the Arise tour.
So see, some people called him out and said, what do you mean you're having an event and it's $360 to get into? Like, we already paid for this. We're donating every week. What, now we got to buy tickets to see you? And he's like, oh, that's not my event. They just invited me to speak there. It's not mine. There's other stuff. You're paying for this. You're paying for that. Blah, 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 blah. He had to clarify, of course.
Patriot Street Fighter Tour. That is what it costs anybody to get on those grounds, because there's singers, there's bands, there's a NASCAR event, there's a rodeo. There's a number of things that are going on that week on that property at Buffalo Chip. But Michael just pointed out to me I should clarify that has nothing to do with any charges that we have for what we're doing.
Okay, I'm going to have to tell the story because that's not going to be glad. So I had the drone and it took off on its own, and then it was flying away from me not the way it originally crashed, the opposite direction, okay? It was flying the opposite direction, and I put it in land mode, which should have made it just land. But instead of just landing, it was coming down. It was coming down, and it was going to hit the roof, which would have made it flip because our roof is slanted, of course. So it's going to hit the roof. When it did, when I put it in land mode, I'm supposed to have very little control. Like, I can just barely move it real slowly to make it land somewhere else. Well, when I put it in land mode and I tried to move it, it took off. And I don't know what the fuck it did, but it went in a big-ass circle all the way out to the end of the yard, and then it fucking started coming back up the sidewalk. And it looked like it was going to land before it got to me. It did not. It actually got real close to the ground, and I guess where the prop wash shot it back up in the air, but this time it was coming at an angle at me. I went to turn and step around it, and at the corner of our front porch, there's like a gutter that runs into one of those concrete, I don't know what they're called, but it's like a piece of concrete that a gutter dumps into, and it spreads it out on the ground, whatever that is, like a little flat, almost like a pop, but it's spreads it out. And that area right there kind of stays always wet. It's always in the shade. And I kind of pushed it out of the way with my foot. Like when I went to run away from the fucking drone, I pushed that out of the way, and underneath that it was wet and muddy, and I slipped and fell and hit my face on the brick, the base of the brick, and where it meets the ground. And everything's been watering ever since. I thought it was bleeding when I first came in the house.
That's just a week-long venue that they do every year, and Felisa Blaze put all that together. However, we are doing an event.
Then I went and washed up, and now we're here. A spillway, you're right.
for the period of time there. For about 5 days, we'll be staying on that property. We'll be doing a Friday event. I'll get you the details on the exact time. I think it might be like 2:30 in the afternoon. We're doing an event for the people that are on that property. But as I said before, for...
All right, so at the Buffalo Chip Ranch, we could probably look this up. Hold on. The Buffalo Chip Ranch, they're having an event completely separate from that, but I guess he's going to be speaking at it as well. That's in Sturgis. Buffalo Chip Ranch. I don't know what the fuck's the matter with it. It has its own fucking... It just does its own fucking thing, okay? It does not do its... Uh-oh, no. Uh-oh. I'm pretty sure... Let me pull this over here, because I'm pretty sure I just saw some potential nudity. Not nudity, Facebook. Just potential nudity. Let's see what events they're having. Events... Red, White, and Blue Tour. 4th of July weekend, Red, White, and Blue Tour. Yeah, see, like, he's not even on this tour. He's not even listed. I guess they just asked him to speak after the fact. It's actually a big concert that's going to have, it says Voices of Rock, John Elefante, Fran Cosmo, Kevin Chalfant performed as singer with Storm and Journey. It's got a few kind of... He's listed on this one. Let me show you this one. He's listed here. I just saw his picture. He's not listed as a concert, and he's not listed up here anywhere. Former singer of Boston who performed Journey. But he is... I see him right there in the corner. So let's see what this little video... This is what he's talking about.
Hi, this is Wayne Allen Root. One voice can make a big difference, but uniting thousands of voices together, all of us with one loud voice, that can change history.
That's right, Scott McKay.
Rock and roll patriots,
the real man.
It's time to put our heads and hearts together with great music and great speakers. Let's start the Red, White, and Blue Tour, July 1st through the 4th at the world-famous Buffalo Chip in...
So it's all week. Scott's going to be there for 2 days, I think.
South Dakota. Come and join me, Kevin Chalfant, with the Voices of Rock Radio. Along with me and the band will be former lead singer of Kansas, John Elefante.
See, he's not like... He at first made it sound like they were doing this for him. He's not anywhere near the headline event. He does have a spot there to speak, I believe, and he is on one of the posters, but he's nowhere near like the headliner or what people are coming to see or pay for.
And Fran Cosmo. If you love the sound of classic rock music and the cheering of grateful American patriots, this is the place you're going to want to be.
There we go. That's the little... He got added in right here at this little thing. They don't even... It doesn't seem like they're even going to say like the Patriot Arise tour or nothing. It's just like an image they threw over a background of cars driving out the interstate.
And don't forget your sleeping bag, as camping is free for all. Hi, this is Felissa from the PatriotParty.rock. July 1st to the 4th, with patriotic speakers flying in from all over the country.
Mariah's had exactly 982 hair straighteners since we've been together. She breaks them all.
Join us in South Dakota for the start of the Red, White, and Blue Tour, traveling across America. Special appearance with a signature NASCAR and a showcase rodeo with tons of entertainment. Looking for a great 4th of July weekend? We've got you covered. Come to our VIP and beach parties with a rope swing and slip and slide.
I think the only reason... So, I don't think for a minute that Scott would pass up the opportunity to make money off his people and give it to someone else. Like, they're paying this $360 to Buffalo Chip. They could be paying him. Someone just said in the chat. The problem is Scott's tour is supposed to be only funded by donations. It's not supposed to be paid to get in. It's supposed to be funded by donations. Secondly, he has to beat Robert David Steele. Robert David Steele got the base of Mount Rushmore, and he's got some type of fucking light show with drones and shit, apparently. So, he has to do something bigger than that. What's bigger than that? He can't put it together himself. He has to go somewhere else. So he's going to the Red, White, and Blue Tour at the Buffalo Chip. Yeah, Mel K is listed as coming here. So is David Nino.
Come watch our showdio and have a taste of the West with a home-style barbecue and family fun. We've got tons of cabins and RVs for rent and even RV hookups.
Yes, he's either going to have hand-to-hand combat for the park at the base of Mount Rushmore, or he's going to have to go to the Buffalo Chip. I hope this culminates in him and Robert David Steele challenging each other to a duel.
Come join us this 4th of July weekend at Sturgis Buffalo Chip, South Dakota. Go to www.thepatriotparty.rocks. Hope to see y'all there.
So that's what he's talking about when he's talking about this tour. Let's go back and finish his voicemail now.
Things that are going on that week on that property at Buffalo Chip, but Michael just pointed out to me, I should clarify that has nothing to do with any charges that we have for what we're doing. That's just a week-long venue that they do every year, and Felisa Blaze put all that together. However, we are doing an event on that property. We'll be staying on that property for the period of time there. For about 5 days we'll be staying on that property. We'll be doing a Friday event. I'll get you the details on the exact time. I think it might be like 2:30 in the afternoon. We're doing an event for the people that are on that property. But as I said before, for those who want to come and see our event, Patriot Street Fighter, the bus and everything like that, we're going to do a Sunday afternoon. I believe it's 2:30. That's when they allow anybody to come onto the property, because that week is pretty much finished.
Here's a picture of the inside of his bus.
In terms of the person who has rented the whole thing and put these events on. So you'll be able to come on and see us for no cost at all. I just want to make sure that is clarified. And you know, we're still raising money to keep this operation moving. And I know
no cost at all on the second day after a certain time.
I don't have time to go through all these, of course, as you imagine, but you know, a number of you people who have written checks, some sizable checks, any amount of money. People have handed me $35 cash at an event. It's an unbelievable honor to me that you all do that you're all funding and financing this war. I'm just a mouthpiece for all of it.
I'm just a mouthpiece.
Just a guy kicking the hornet's nest, but
I got your mouthpiece, buddy.
You people have paid for this tour. This is all donations that have come in for the tour.
All donations.
Today, I'm very honored that you guys do that. It's an overwhelming sense that I have a responsibility.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not up to his standards.
Successful. I think it is already. We're going to continue the tour if the situation merits it and funding continues to come in. I'll keep this bus moving for the rest of the year to reach everybody we can.
If the situation and money keeps coming in.
Who have handed this over to me personally, who have donated in PayPal or Square, who've handed cash over at these events. And for those of you who are donating on the AriseFreedomTour.com site for the Arise Freedom Tour, which again, we're all inclusive of that. Myself, Sasha, Leigh Dundas, Dr. Sandra, everybody who's joining us as well. Those of you who are donating on that as well, and also donating on the locations. We greatly appreciate
donating the locations. Sometimes I'm in your front yard in your living room.
And thank you very much for all that. Hopefully that clarifies Buffalo Chip at Sturgis.
So people complained about having to pay to see him. He was planning on speaking on one of the paid days and speaking on the last day, apparently after noon. After 12 o'clock, it's free to get in on the last day. He was planning on speaking on both those days, one of them paid, one of them not. Now he's only speaking on the free portion and just saying, oh, I'll just be there enjoying the rest of it if you want to come hang out, if you want to pay to come in. But you can see me for free. I know you guys donated. I know they caught him in a fucking trying to charge people to see him for a tour that's already paid. He also dropped a little advertisement for it, and then he put out this little video. Speaking of the drone, everybody look, if you've got Facebook, look on your Facebook marketplace for this, a Pixhawk, Pixhawk. I need one of those, but I'm not paying full price for it. So if you have a used one, there was one here locally for sale for $30. And it disappeared before I could respond to the ad. But if you guys ever see one of those, a Pixhawk, Pixhawk, HAWK, a Pixhawk, I will take it immediately. I'll send you money and you can buy it and send it to me. But then he went on to do this. This was actually before, but this is from the plane.
Hey gang, sitting here at O'Hare, got stuck in Chicago last
I don't know if you noticed his beautiful necklace.
night. Planes, trains, and automobiles in my world lately, as you know. But so we get here to Chicago. The flight is sitting down on the tarmac, and some MTP closes the door early. We stood there for 25 minutes watching.
Some MTP. That's milquetoast pussy.
This plane.
There was actually an old ass drone here locally with one of with a Pixhawk on it, which they're usually like 100 to 150. The brand new ones are 250, but it was for $30. If I would have bought it in a heartbeat, but it sold before I could even respond. So milquetoast pussy. Everybody's also been noticing his necklace. I'll show more of that in a minute.
Sit there, wouldn't let us get on it. Rerouted us into State College, Pennsylvania. I booked a couple rooms there, paid for them ahead of time. Then we can't even get on that flight. Had to stay in Chicago. Now we're on another flight out of Chicago.
That's right, Shady J.
BWI to get down to Gettysburg. We're going to get there, but oh yeah, by the way, if you haven't noticed, I'm still not.
His chin is too big. He looks like this guy. Chin superhero from Fairly. His chin's too big. That's something don't fit. He looks like this guy, the Crimson Chin. Hold on. This is from this is from a cartoon I used to watch, or that was out when I was a kid. I was probably too old to be watching it at the time. I was like in middle school, but I did watch it sometimes. And then my kids ended up watching it. But this guy with the giant chin, the Crimson Chin, he's like a fake comic book character, also from a cartoon, like a comic book within a cartoon. That's what his chin is fucking too big. I don't know. It doesn't fit his body or his face.
Hey gang,
we'll go back.
Still not wearing a mask. I haven't.
Still not wearing a mask.
Get down to Gettysburg. We're gonna get there, but oh yeah. By the way, if you haven't noticed, I'm still not wearing a mask. I haven't worn one for 1 second since I've started this trek from the first flight yesterday. Here we are. So the battle continues. News is fake. War is real. And I'm going to be in Gettysburg to see a bunch of you. Can't wait to get there. And I'm going to get a couple live streams into this weekend, I promise. I'm going to try to establish the tour speed and schedule so I can start getting back to work in front of the camera, I should say. And yes, we'll get up 2 more sites, 2 more YouTube channels, because I already took down 17 and 18.
He did leave the bus.
Scumbags are working overtime. But here we come again. Love you guys. See you soon.
He did leave the bus behind. He had to fly for this event in Gettysburg. So that was him landing, the Crimson Chin. He landed. And then he had one more post that I found interesting today. Let me just read it to you because it's all in text. And it's literally in text because he hasn't been putting out any videos. Do I like the Looney Tunes? Yeah, I like the Looney Tunes. I grew up watching the Looney Tunes. He put this out specifically because he was not making videos, and I think he's running low on money. Hey everyone, you know me. I'm all about asset preservation and safety. What? I'm all about asset preservation and safety. You've never said that before. That's weird. It's a weird way to start a message. Then he says, I have an interesting economic update from Dr. Kirk Elliott at Sovereign Advisors, and I can't seem to get on camera because of my schedule. I'm going to try in the next 2 days. I also had a conversation with another one of our big influencers. I do get intelligent updates from him, and he advised me in this area as well up concerning and coming transition, which is instigating me to buy some silver coins as well as bars just to preserve some capital, if not increase its value. Yeah, I feel like this is going somewhere. Many of you have heard me say that wealth accumulation has not been my reason for precious metals, but in the process of protecting my cash, I'm likely going to benefit from both. With everything going on, if any of this applies to you, call Dr. Kirk Elliott and have him get you safeguarded into silver and take advantage of these current markets. You can take advantage of the trends rather than them taking advantage of you. Things are about to get pretty nasty. You better call him right away. Get out your pens, paper, and write this down. Call him or text him 720-605-3900 and request a consultation. Tell him Scott McKay, the Patriot Street Fighter, sent you. There's no doubt in my mind that the only thing that Scott typed in here is Scott McKay, Patriot Street Fighter, where it said insert name here. Insert name here. And they cut me in on the transactional revenue. When do you work with them? So you both are you helping financially against my war against the cabal? There was a lot of misprints. Since vids keep getting pulled, I thought it was a good idea to drop the information here in our group. And I plan on getting a live stream or two in this weekend while I'm in Gettysburg. I'm going to work very hard at bringing back our live streaming schedule. I'm making some tour adjustments for this reason specifically. Forgive me for being AWOL. That has not been my intention at all. Anyways, I miss you, and y'all have a fantastic day. We are winning, and the Patriots are in full control. And Trump is still the original badass Patriot Street Fighter who is still kicking some forking asses. Are you shitting me? Jesus Christ. Now you got to buy silver from him and Dr. Kirk Elliott. He hasn't had a video to put the ad in, so I'm sure Dr. Kirk Elliott, when he started running low on money, is like, well, I can give you a couple grand if you just put it in a Telegram message. You know, I'm not going to give you the $5,000 for the video sponsorship, but I'll give you $2,000 if you put it in a Telegram message and we get some responses from it. Idiots. Catastrophic crash. I requested. I was trying to find. There's one post in here of a hair salon he shouted out. That gave him a haircut. Hold on. I don't remember where it went. That's all right. We'll look. I can't find it. It's no big deal. Thank you for the sub. Let's see. Somebody just forwarded something to mine. So he's on the road. He's trying to get money from you buying gold. He's trying to get money from you showing up. He's trying to get donations. He's trying to play the grift, trying to play the game over and over again. That's what he's got going on, and that's what he's going to keep going on. It's all the grift. It's all the money. It's all the keep me going. It's all the keep me funded. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And he's accusing Robert David Steele of illegally charging you to come into a federal park. And from that federal park, he is supposedly selling $1,000 tickets for you to get in. Oh, there it is. Here it is. Hold on. You're right. Thank you, Tara. I couldn't find it. I scrolled over it or something. It says, taking a quick breather on the way to Gettysburg for the event there with Elaine and Francine Fosdick. I had an amazing stops. That certainly good graces of help from wonderful people along the way thus far. I want to highlight Erica for taking the time to give me a cut and color while I was in Encino, California. I want to repeat that. I want to highlight Erica, spelled with a K, by the way, Erica, for taking the time to give me a cut and color while I was in Encino, California. A cut and a color. Thank you, Erica. They try to find somebody to give me a proper haircut since I've been in Dallas, and for me, that has been impossible. Being with her makes me wish I was back in Encino, Sherman Oaks. And she's cute as hell. Killer eyes, and her mom is a badass Patriot Street Fighter who takes no prisoners. Then it says hairstylist Erica Piles, 14044 Burbank Boulevard, Sherman Oaks, California. In case you need a cut and color while you're in, I swear, hold on, I'll show you. Like, I'm not making it up. Here it is. Thank you for trying to find, right here. Taking the time to give me a cut and a color while I was in Encino, California. Man, what the hell is wrong with that dude? What the hell is wrong with him? Who says that? A grown-ass man's like, thank you for my cut and color. I was going to get my nails did. What the fuck is wrong with you, Scott? Jesus Christ. Running around calling other people milquetoast pussies. And you're in a hair salon getting a cut and color. Let's see what Robert David Steele. I don't know. So Scott alleges that Robert David Steele is trying to combine their events or make them seem like they're one event. I don't know. I haven't been watching Robert David Steele's videos. This is his latest one from Big Bat USA, so we're going to check it out and see if this is part of it.
Who would ever have an idea that
God damn it.
literally plan a trip?
If you got headphones, for some reason they only record audio in your left ear. That's it. That's all you get. Sorry.
114 days, 86 different stops in 48 states and say, yeah, let's do this. I think there's only one guy on the face of the entire planet that would...
I feel like my face is going to be bruised. It's hurting. It's hurting now. It wasn't hurting before. It was just embarrassing. My eyes are watering. Now it's starting to sting a little bit.
Say, yeah, this is a good idea, and we ought to make it happen. And now he walks around with a pig and a set of glasses on him, and for whatever reason, I don't know, but he's about to tell you, the reason that we are here with you today in Burley, Idaho, is Robert David Steele, and he's going to come up here and explain why he packs a pig with him everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert.
So they're in Burley. Well, are they always in the same state? Are they always in the same state?
Robert David Steele.
Oh, God. What? Does he have jingle bells on a belt? What?
I was given this hat by a great, great lady, Kathy Smith, in Ogden, Utah. I'm told it sits well with me. I always worry about being authentic or being a poser or whatever, but I'll tell you something, I've always wanted to say howdy, ma'am, so this hat does it for me.
That is his pig. He also puts, Mrs. R.T. Steele. Whose pig is it, Mrs. Steele? Why does he dress it in disguises?
Having a good time. And then I had a woman tell me, I got to see your eyes. I don't trust a man that hides behind sunglasses. She's absolutely right. This is a God thing. This is your tour. I am technically unemployed, living on Social Security in his wife's basement. But I have done this once before. You haven't lived until you've driven across the country with Congresswoman Cynthia McKinney in an RV driven by an angry staffer. And Cynthia told me a lot of very interesting things. And one of the things she said is, Robert, all the bad things that are happening to white people today, they did them to black people first. And what's really happening here is we're all coming together. And my brother, Kevin Jenkins, we were separated at birth. He got the body, I got the brains. We've talked about this. There is no racial divide. There is a divide between the 99% and the 1%. And the purpose of this tour is to kick some 1% ass.
I don't know if that's a shot at me or not. I would doubt it. I don't really concentrate on Robert David Steele unless someone just specifically sent him one video or two videos I've done on him. I would doubt it's a shot at me, but it could be. Hell, the whole story might be made up to take that shot. Who knows? Might as well. Scott's doing it. They do everything just alike.
And we're going to start with the Republican and Democratic parties that are the front for the 1%. All right? 80% of us don't get to vote. And I absolutely guarantee you, the CIA, most people don't know this about me. I'm a former spy, but the CIA chose me to
Negative, not a former spy.
The artificial intelligence staff at CIA. So I learned a lot about technology. It cost them $3,000 to teach me the word heuristics, which is about rule-based decision-making in a computer. The electronic voting machines were designed to determine who the winner is before the first vote is cast. And I know Sidney Powell, I know Mike Flynn, I know 102.
It was Gammy's pig. We are still fighting for it in mediation prior to the divorce. Oh, I understand. I understand. I realized you threw him out. Me and Tony were debating that, but we honestly thought he murdered you.
So then I absolutely guarantee you Sidney Powell is going to kick Dominion's ass. They are toast. If I were the CEO of Dominion, I would be getting a face transplant in Switzerland and hiding in Thailand, where they like pedophiles. Now, these bells were also loaned to us in Ogden, Utah. And the story that goes with these bells...
What a Chad and a stud.
...bells is that when a covered wagon was coming down the trail, the bells would ring and you gave them right away. But then over time, this became kind of a reward. And you got a set of bells when you were doing righteous good stuff, when you helped someone out on the trail. What they told me in Ogden, Utah, is we're doing...
The very last thing I would want, busting a trail, traveling cross country back in those days, would be a set of fucking bells. No goddamn way. You could hear someone coming from 3 or 4 miles away. No way. No fucking way.
Doing righteous stuff. We have bells on. And we're going to take these bells not just to Mount Rushmore, but all the way across the land. We've got 50 stops after Mount Rushmore. And I may fart on the way past Washington, but I'm going to have a lot of good quality time in Florida. Let me give this back to you, Craig.
I did find some lime and a shovel in the trunk before he left. Oh, you should have let him smoke cigars in the basement. That was his biggest pet peeve, apparently.
I just want to make a couple of quick points. There are 3 really big problems in this country. The first is election fraud. That's how Wall Street and the...
Oh, well, so he says spy. He wasn't. Well, spy is not an exact definition, but we think of a spy as someone like actually inserted, fooling people. You know, trying to turn agents, trying to steal state secrets. That wasn't him. He was in management of teams in South and Central America. A lot of handling of people, of friendly assets, and that was about it. So when he says I was a spy, that's not true in the fact that most people think about spy. The way he's using spy is anybody on the clandestine side of the CIA, basically. So you could be a director and never leave fucking Tampa, Florida, sitting at a desk and be a spy. But that's not the way most people think about it. But because spy doesn't have an exact definition, he can run with that, and people will think that of him, basically.
1% get themselves crooked Congresses, crooked legislators, and crooked governors, as well as crooked county commissioners. Election fraud is what allows Wall Street, the pharmaceutical industry, the military-industrial complex to get away with mass murder. And in the case of Wall Street, particularly to get away with stealing $100 trillion from widows and orphans and pension funds through what's called naked short selling. That's where I make a copy of my car title 1 million times. I sell 1 million copies of my car title. I never deliver the car. And the reason Wall Street is not held accountable for this or for laundering $100 trillion.
Well, that's not true. So that's not, he didn't explain short selling right at all. Short selling is when you think that a stock is going to drop. Basically what you do is you buy the stock now, or you borrow the stock. So basically you take the stock from someone, and you don't have to pay it for them, right? Or you don't have to pay them for it. They just want their stock back. So you borrow the stock from someone, and you sell it immediately. You take the money. So, like, let's say a stock is sitting at $100, and you think it's going to drop. I buy it immediately for $100, or I borrow it immediately for $100 and sell it. Borrow it and sell it for $100. When it drops to $50, I buy it back at $50 and give it back to you, and I make the $50. So that's what short selling is. When you add naked into it, it's unlawful. Naked is unlawfully short selling stocks that basically don't exist. So they've not been borrowed or located, or it's basically selling a stock that doesn't exist. Basically, is the way it is. It's either manufactured stocks, stocks that people are lying about, shares that don't actually exist, and it's always been illegal. Naked short selling's always been illegal.
In dirty money from trafficking in children and drugs and other contraband is because the Securities Exchange Commission, the Department of Justice, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York are all RICO organizations. They are criminals at the top. Now, I've had a very good education, to include multiple master's degrees. My first master's degree, I wrote an original thesis on predicting revolution. And the two primary reasons for any public to revolt are, number one, concentration of wealth, and number two,
Oh, I'm sure. More frog shit.
we're there. Now, the good news is the white hats are on the march. I'll just also mention satanic pedophilia. Satanic pedophilia, child trafficking, and blackmailing congressmen who are caught on video with 12-year-olds whose minds have been fractured, that's part of the deal. And it's one of the reasons why I think the women of America need to be our next line of defense, along with constitutional.
Doug selling his short
I was
shorts.
inspired to run this tour by Sheriff Richard Mack, who's not with us today, but we have a marshal and sheriff that will be speaking. By Juan Osavin, who told me over dinner at the Trump Hotel, which has a really rotten kitchen, I could kill somebody with some of those asparaguses. I could throw one of the Trump asparaguses from here and stab you in the heart.
Whoa. Easy now. Whoa. He's a dangerous man.
They're just big, ugly monsters. He said, Robert, wouldn't it be cool? This is on the 7th of March. He said, Robert, wouldn't it be cool if you did like a caravan for liberty and you ended up at Mount Rushmore on the 4th of July? And I said, yes, Juan, that would be really cool. Well, that wrecked my life. I've been doing 16-hour days for the last 7 days a week. And I got to tell you, in less than 60 days, with help from God, all of this happened. Now, Satan snuck in. Satan snuck into our caravan. I have been tested. There were some satanic.
If you can't hear, it's because it's their videos for some reason are left-hand audio only. So if you're wearing headphones, you only got the right in, you only got the right speaker in, or you're listening through right side mono, you're not gonna be able to hear anything.
Satanic elements that were undermining the tour that had to be eliminated. They have been eliminated. We are now right with God. We're now right with the country, and I think we're going to do our job, which is to spark a conversation among all of you. And one of the nicest things I like about each of these events is people are coming from miles around and they're meeting each other. Now, when I'm done with this tour, I'm also
See what he's
multiple
like.
websites you can use, including unrig.net on election reform, stopnakedshortselling.org on Wall Street treason and crime, pedoempire.org on satanic pedophilia. I'm making 3 movies. They'll be brought out at the end of this month, I think. And we want to have a national conversation about these 3 big problems.
That's right. Left-handed audio is the devil. As soon as this video's over, you'll be able to hear again.
And that's why I was so impressed by Sheriff Mack, and now I'm seeing many other sheriffs, with or without the Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association, going that route.
I don't know why the whoever records this, all they've got to do when they hit upload is hit mono on the audio, and it'll take the left channel and duplicate it, and that'll be it. Done.
That got him going. Elko is a model for the rest of us. That is an all-American town, and I could not get Paul Revere from Mount Rushmore. They said they had family things doing. So I don't want to go on too much longer, but I do want to give you something that I, as a spy, am uniquely qualified to know. The National Security Agency has been weaponized against the deep state in the same way that the CIA and the FBI were weaponized against President Trump. The National Security Agency has every single email, text, cell call, game chat, which is where people...
I don't know. I don't know how you hear both. I mean, I'm trying to think how you would hear both sides. Maybe I'm putting it through on both sides. It's coming to me mono. Or no, you've got to be duplicating it, because I'm only putting out one side of his audio. It must be duplicating somehow in whatever you're listening through.
People thought they could hide secret conversations and banking transactions, including all of the Cayman Island banking transactions, where they were playing a shell game to do naked short selling and manipulate the market. Bill Binney, the chief technical officer of NSA, has been my friend for many years.
Thank you, Paula, for spying for Doe. We appreciate it.
On TV after
Somebody's got to do it, right?
That with 10 people in 30 days, he could nail every trader, every elite pedophile, and every Wall Street white-collar criminal. 10
Sure.
people in 30 days. What we didn't talk about at the time...
Absolutely not.
We also have all of that information for every crooked elected
Thank you for the sub.
official at the national, state, and local levels.
Crystal 19.2 Sanders.
Now, I'm huge on truth and reconciliation.
He does not want to talk about the mama bears anymore. I think their policy has just become when they fuck up, when their audience is mad at them, or someone else is mad at them, they just don't address it anymore. They stopped talking about the birth certificates. They told, Doug even said, just wait and see what happens. We don't want to talk about that no more. I think we settled that, blah, blah, blah. He made a threat against me and said, oh, I hope he shows up to the event. We'll show him what's going on. And then he thought about it and said, we would love to talk to him. Okay. But then when I called him out and said the man who Velcros his shoes together shouldn't be calling me out, not another word was mentioned. Imagine that. I think that's the way they play it. Because Doug is not good at apologizing. The few times he's tried to come out and say, I'm sorry that this happened, I'm sorry that happened, it almost sounds like he's attacking you. He's not sorry. Instead, he's blaming you. When I just don't think he's good at it.
You don't back people into a corner. I just want to remind all of you that over 5,000 National Guardsmen were made deputy U.S. Marshals. 5,000. Now, what do you suppose they've been doing for the last few months? I'll tell you what I think they've been doing. I think they've been going around the country with special operations teams, talking to people like Nancy Pelosi and Adam Schiff, saying, here's what
That's right. Hit the like button if you don't care.
This on the 19th of
We
January.
appreciate it.
You make the deal, or we are going to release your 10 most treasonous phone calls to the public, and they are going to tear you limb from limb. We don't need a trial. That's where I think we've been going. And the good thing about that is I think everybody has made a deal. Nancy Pelosi is not stupid. She's just crooked. And the same is true of Mitt Romney and so many others from both sides of the aisle. They have been bribed, blackmailed, or brainwashed to betray the public.
I'm going to have to find him on a show or something. I don't know where he's talking about. Like Scott's saying that he's claiming that they're going to combine shows for the 4th of July. I haven't seen him say that.
I feel very strongly that America's coming back. I feel very strongly that I have found Jesus in the heartland. It used to be that God was an intellectual concept for me. That's not true anymore. God is right here with you. And as God is my witness, I think America is back. God bless you all.
Is he crying? Is he crying? Oh, we can go to that to a little bit happier note. Travis sent this video in.
Hey guys, we're here with Donnie with the Davison Brothers Band.
I just wanted to say hello to the Meat Hammer militia out there. Keep getting after it, guys. See ya.
You're awesome, dude. Thank
you, brother.
Look out.
You're good, dude.
Good job, Travis. Got a Meat Hammer Militia shout out. He sent that in to me. I actually didn't see it until just now when I was going through Telegram, but thank you for that. I appreciate it. I saw you had a recording on there earlier, and you were playing, I guess that you were at the concert because I could hear music playing in the background. That is the Davison Brothers Band. I guess they're somewhere near Travis. I don't know where they're at exactly, but thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, man. Shouting out the Meat Hammer Militia. Let me see if I can find an RDS on someone's show. When's the last show he did? This is a show, but that's got Wyatt Earp on it. That's not RDS. Oh, God. Look at those. Ooh, look at those business pants. Is that Abraham Lincoln? It is. Wait. Oh, they've got an Abraham Lincoln impersonator? Okay, I'll play it again then. Travis, when you want me to play it again, I'll play it again, buddy. Thank you. Travis said he's going to share the GoFundMe as well. I'm not good at planning these things. You guys got to chill out. Is this a video? Robert Steele in weekly conversation with Ben Fulford. Let's see what this one is.
Record.
I got a copy.
Fulford, I don't know if this is week 4 or week 5, but you and I
Here we go.
talk once a week during the Arise USA tour, bigbatusa.org. We're on our way to Mount Rushmore in just 11 days, but you had a very interesting Monday report.
I saw a couple people. All right, Travis. I saw a couple people told him that they called the Treasury and said, hey, I called the Treasury and told them Frog News told me to call, and they told me it was a scam. It was bullshit.
One of your faithful subscribers to BenjaminFulford.net, right? .net?
Yes.
BenjaminFulford.net. So why don't you summarize your...
Oh, this is that nut job in Japan, huh?
Great report for us.
Okay, what's happened is that there has been apparently some kind of a paradigm.
Thank you, Travis.
The intelligence agencies and the militaries. In other words, a critical mass of people, people with guns who are able to actually do something, have realized that this entire pandemic is an attack on humanity by a cult, and they are reacting accordingly. So something really has broken. And then the other big thing that happened is that Mossad contacted me, and these people have always considered me like
Mossad or a Mosshead. Hold on. I think most people call it Mossad, buddy, but whatever.
Something really has broken. And then the other big thing that happened is that Mossad contacted me, and these people have
Mossad
always considered me like public enemy number one. And now suddenly they seem to be supporting what we're trying to do. They realize that the Jewish people have been conned by this messianic cult. And they told me that the Politburo of what I call the Khazarian Mafia, the Octagon group in Switzerland, has had its protection lifted. So
Moosehead.
This will mean really big changes that we can all see. Like, it won't be something on the
Thank you for the sub.
internet, aware sites, but actually on, corporate media outlets and places like BBC where it can't be denied,
Ben, I want to say, because I've had a lot of experience with different intelligence agencies, including MI6 and the Mossad. And in my experience, 80% of
Mossad. What? Well, they both say it weird, don't they? Do you guys not call it Mossad? Is that not what everybody fucking calls it? That's the Israeli CIA, basically.
the officers have the same mindset that you and I do. And they understand that the Jews have been stabbed in the back by the Zionists, by the Red Mafia, the criminals. And they understand that you cannot sustain genocide in Palestine. And you also cannot sustain child trafficking and drug smuggling and all of this stuff as a way of funding your national intelligence operations. So I agree with you, Ben. I think everybody's coming around to.
Is Robert David Steele saying that Israel traffics children and drugs to fund their secret intel operations? Is that what he just said? It's going to piss off his Zionist crowd.
I do. And they understand that the Jews have been stabbed in the back by the Zionists, by the Red Mafia, the criminals. And they understand that you cannot sustain genocide in Palestine. And you also cannot sustain child trafficking and drug smuggling and all of this stuff as a way of funding your national intelligence operation.
That's what he said. That's what he said. You cannot use child trafficking and drug smuggling to fund your national intelligence operations. Well.
So I agree with you, Ben. I think everybody's coming around to the fact that we have to actually be right with God if we want to proceed. What else is on your mind?
That's about it, except that, we're hoping that by this autumn, we should actually have, the future planning organization actually funded and ready to start. That's the goal now, so that we can start a huge project, to end poverty, stop environmental destruction, and hopefully colonize the universe. I mean, that's the big plan. And I think that a critical mass of people who matter are going to help make it happen. And then if it does, it'll all be very open and public, like you say, open source. Everyone will be transparent and meritocratic and democratic. So this is the process we're working on. And the people who are blocking us are this group that
It's the Gettysburg Address is 77 years ago. Our fathers brought forth forth upon this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Yeah, it's fathers. Fathers? Yeah, it's fathers.
Call themselves the rules-based world order, which is what rules? I mean, who made these rules? Excuse me. It used to be democracies, and that we could understand, but they're not democracies anymore. And the people making the rules are people like the Rockefellers, and nobody elected them.
No, you're right. In fact, I just did a post on the principles of liberty. There's a lot of people now that are starting to understand that natural law and the Constitution and local power really matter. The only thing you've said that I disagree with is on us colonizing the universe. I think the universe is already occupied. And what we're doing is taking our place as a legitimate.
Colonizing space, open source. But no, you're wrong. The universe is already colonized. It's populated already. We're just taking our spot among the interterrestrials.
Member of the Galactic Federation, and Earth is no longer to be a slave society. So I think we're rising to be.
Well, okay, I don't. We'll see, but I'm hopefully that whatever it is, we're definitely under some sort of quarantine. Okay, because
Yes, I agree with that. Which means the people that have us under quarantine are a superior intelligence with superior capabilities. But let me tell you about.
Superior intelligence has us under quarantine, and they have superior capabilities.
What I'm finding here is I'm walking across America.
That's what I was going to ask you. I mean, what state are you in now?
Right now, I'm in Idaho.
Okay.
And I'm on my way to Oregon and then Washington. Then we cut across to Montana, and we're 11 days away from Mount Rushmore, which is going to be epic.
I understand that Idaho is the geographical center of North America, and the idea is to, if there is a United States of North America to replace the United States, in other words, merging Canada and the U.S., then the capital, a new capital, would be built in Idaho because it's the exact middle.
That's
Anyway, that's the
interesting.
plan.
I have been talking about your idea of a North American Federation, and I also believe there's going to be a Russian-Chinese Federation of some sort. I'm also seeing more activity in the Chinese-Jewish.
Yeah, I don't know much about him other than what you guys told me last time we saw him. Apparently RDS talks to him weekly now, but he seems pretty fucking crazy. He also claims, like you said, that he lives in Japan now for some reason. I don't know.
Autonomous zone that is adjacent to the Russian Jewish Autonomous Oblast. And the day that they break ground on the port of New Haifa, which right now is North Korean territory that would have to be ceded to some kind of international zone or a new Jewish oblast in North Korea, that's the day when I think...
I've been saying, like, no joke, not at all, Mike looks bad. And I hope that he finds medical attention and gets off them fucking patches and sees a real fucking doctor. Someone said he saw the hot doctor. They said yesterday, but that was yesterday. So the day before yesterday, he needs to go back. He needs to go back. That's right. Don't trust the reevaluation until they start taking payments for their merchandise and donations in dinar, dollar for dollar. Then they trust the reevaluation. Or Zimbabwe dollars. That's it. Thank you for the sub.
We know that we will have peace in the Middle East. But let me tell you what I'm seeing is as I go through, and Ben, we've had this is our schedule, and these are all the places we've already
See you curious.
been to in blue.
Wow.
And people can see that at bigbagusa.org. Now this is Mount Rushmore is here at the top. Here are all the places that we're going to after Mount Rushmore, and that list actually runs to a page and a half. So we've got a total of 88 stops. Nobody has ever done this before, ever. And we're the only people that have 5 rat buses going to Mount Rushmore and then doing 50 more stops, including, I will tell you, a stop in Palm Beach where we may or may not be allowed to say hello at Mar-a-Lago.
Where we may or may not be allowed to say hello? What the fuck do you... Wait to put him on a cliffhanger. There's a 50-50 chance that fucking Trump shows up to my house for the show. Hey guys, I don't want to give this away, but there may or may not be a very special guest tonight, Mr. Donald Trump. Go ahead and share the video everywhere.
But I will definitely put our whole caravan outside Mar-a-Lago in August. But Ben, what I'm finding several things. Number one, I'm finding Jesus at a tactical level. I am finding that God is alive and well in the heartland. I'm finding that mothers and grandmothers are the new political, economic, and cultural force. They are. Oh shoot! I'm being called to.
Sorry.
Called to the stage.
Didn't mean to show you the crimson chin.
I can say praise Jesus because the whole concept.
I'm on my way, John.
All right, it's a force for good, and the heartland is going to save America.
It is going to save America. Let me go do my show, but God bless you, Ben. I'm so pleased that we had a chance to talk today. All right, I apologize. My meeting with Ben was interrupted by my being called to the stage. So I just want to finish up.
That was weird.
What I've been talking about or wanted to talk about. We are swinging up through Oregon and then Washington. Then we're cutting across through Montana. We'll be in Mount Rushmore for the 3rd and the 4th of July. We'll be on an Indian reservation a couple of days before that. The tour is just evolving in a most wondrous fashion. And you can see pictures and videos from every stop at bigbagusa.org. Now, we are seeking up to 40 VIPs willing to pay $1,000 each. That will help us pay for Mount Rushmore. And we are offering them a 2-day program.
There he is. He does seem to be selling tickets. Okay? He does seem to be selling tickets.
Basically, on the 3rd of July, they ride the coaches to an extraordinary place outside of Rapid City where they have lunch with all of the permanent party people, and we do a photo op, and then we go to Mount Rushmore with all of the.
So it's not entrance tickets. It's to be a VIP with him, I guess. I don't think he's doing anything illegal, but it's still kind of weird. Go back.
Most wondrous fashion, and you can see pictures and videos from every stop at bigbatusa.org. Now, we are seeking up to 40 VIPs willing to pay $1,000 each. That will help us pay for.
I'm going back in, JT out.
Offering them a 2-day program. Basically, on the 3rd of July, they ride the coaches to an extraordinary place outside of Rapid City where they have lunch with all of the permanent party people, and we do a photo op, and then we go to Mount Rushmore with all of the coaches, assuming traffic is permitted, and we do a photo op there, and then we go to Custer Park with the Bison, and we do a photo op there, and then we come back.
With the Bison? Is it just me, or is he saying stuff weird? And then we take the coaches over to Custard Park with the Bison? The Bison? The Bison? If you want $1,000 from me to ride your bus, I'm going to need you to say Bison. Not the Bison.
You can see pictures and videos from every stop at bigbatusa.org. Now, we are seeking up to 40 VIPs willing to pay $1,000 each.
40 VIPs that'll pay $1,000. He's seeking $40,000 fucking dollars. $40,000 for a 4th of July show at Mount Rushmore.
Each. That will help us pay for Mount Rushmore. And we are offering them a 2-day program. Basically, on the 3rd of July, they ride the coaches to an extraordinary place outside of Rapid City where they have lunch with all of the permanent party people, and we do a photo op, and then we go to Mount Rushmore with all.
Yeah, Bison is like the old school buffalo on the range. The American bison and European bison, a Wyzant, the largest surviving terrestrial animals in North America and Europe. They still live at the park there. They were almost hunted to extinction. It's an American buffalo, is what it is. It's all it is. But there's a picture. They were almost hunted to extinction now, and now they're at all the national parks and shit. And occasionally they attack a car, which is really cool looking.
Coaches, assuming traffic is permitted, and we do a photo op there, and then we go to Custer Park with the Bison, and we do a photo.
The Bison.
Come back for drinks with the principals.
The Bison.
3 July VIP portion, and then on the 4th of July, VIPs ride the coaches to Keystone. They have access in and out all day. They ride the coaches back, and of course, they also get a full access pass that they can keep as a lifetime souvenir. There are only 75 of these in the world. I don't ever expect to make any more for this year, so this is a real treat. Everybody else comes free on a space available basis, and if it gets so crowded that we have to do 2 shows, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, we will. But Mount Rushmore is going to be televised. It's going to be drawn, not by the mainstream media, but it's going to be
call Christy now.
There'll be drone over.
I like Christy. If she meets with them, I'm gonna like her a lot less.
Flight restrictions, whatever. We are complying with every possible law in the book, including where we dump my shit from the coach. And I just finished my speech, and you can watch my speeches. I won't go over it, but I am finding Jesus on this trail. I am losing weight, and I am seeing the goodness of America up close and personal. Nobody.
I would freak out if a bison started attacking my car. I know what you're supposed to do. You're just supposed to let it happen and then claim it on insurance, but I don't think I could. Like, I would freak the fuck out.
Should ever be allowed.
I'd start rolling out defensive measures.
Represent the United States of America without first having toured the heartland and understood that the heartland is the United States of America. God bless all of you. God bless America.
Okay, God bless America. Okay, Robert, I have not seen him act like the tours are combining. I don't know where Scotty gets that at. Scott's saying that Robert David Steele is insinuating that they're doing something together for the 4th of July. I've not seen that. I've not heard that. In fact, he keeps bragging about how his tour is better. $4.99 for a bison burger. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. Super chat. Super chat inbound. What do you want, Mariah? I already sent money. What? You need more money? There's no way. I guess I already sent money. You're going to end up getting hurt, Mariah. Lame Deer, Montana. I was looking for another appearance. I wonder if he's been on. Let's see here. Has he been on Nicholas V. Eminem lately? He usually gives him a bunch of information on the Vin Eminem. Mostly because he's a singer, I guess. And you know how much he likes singers. I don't see any more like set down, blah, blah, blah. I don't see any more of that. Most of the rest of it is like speaking events. We did have this come out today. I guess I need to share it. It's not good news unless you're a grifter, I guess. But let me grab it and I'll show it to you. It seems they're starting to validate a lot of their claims. They're coming out. They're naming names. They're able to put it out there, and they're giving out names of generals and people that are within the White Hat Committee and that are helping them out. Their contacts. They're really validating a lot of this stuff. Let's see. Where did it go? Hold on just a second. I'm trying to find it. There's too much shit in my notes here. Monkey Works, that's not it. Here it is.
Hello and welcome to
Nicholas V. Eminem.
We the Sheeple, with me, Nikki Nacky New. The PPP, the Preferred Platform for Patriots. I like to shorten it to PPP. Anyway.
The Preferred Platform for Patriots, the PPP. I like his boyish beard because, you know, he doesn't have enough testosterone to sprout anything more.
As some of you may know, I'm actually a
Live, laugh, love. As some of you know, I'm actually a singer.
PP. Anyway, as some of you may know, I'm actually a singer. Ooh. And this week, I've been doing rather a lot of very special singing because it's been a really special week. It has been the birthday of a very, very important patriot.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, on YouTube, the platform that we're currently on, this YouTube, right? The thing that we're on right now, this platform that we all call YouTube, the platform. You can't say Donald Trump or Bill Clinton, or Corona or Hillary or any of those things. Guantanamo Bay, you can't say that. None of those things can be said, actually. Just so you guys know, it's not allowed to be said ever. You can't say Trump, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Guantanamo Bay. None of those things can be said. They will shut you down in a heartbeat.
I like to think that he's heard me singing Happy Birthday, Mr. President, because I just love him so much, and I know that you all do too, and he's a very important person, and it's wonderful that we're all able to celebrate his birthday with him, even though we weren't technically with him. I know that he felt those birthday wishes of all the patriots all around the world.
He felt those birthday wishes.
Be able to sing.
I wonder who his guest is today.
Quite as well as Mary
I always like Nikki V.
did to President Bush, but I tried my best. Anyway, moving on to today's guest. Today we have an amazing guest. He's been on the show before. He's quite a favourite on the show. He's a British legend, and of course he is a patriot too. Please welcome Lyman Sharks. Hello, Lyman.
Oh no.
Hello, Nicky Nacky Noo. It's an absolute pleasure to
Oh no.
be joining you once again. Yeah. Oh, it's great to have you back. Now, I understand you have some news regarding your big move over to the United States of America. Yes, indeed, I do. It is a great pleasure to be able to give you all this news, actually, because it's difficult when you sign a military NDA. There's only so much that you can say, and now I've actually had part of my military NDA partially lifted, so I'm actually able to give you the name of my commander, as it were, my military commander that I will be working under, and it's an absolute honour and a pleasure to say that as of 2022, I will be working with the wonderful Colonel Brigadier General Jack O'Neill, and it's just an incredible
Naming names.
Colonel Brigadier General Jack O'Neill. Oh wow, that's absolutely amazing! I can't believe that. What an exclusive! Yes, it's.
So I'm pretty sure, I'm not positive, but I think Brigadier General Jack O'Neill is from Stargate, right? Someone told me it was from the Stargate show, and I checked that earlier. I'm pretty sure that's from Stargate.
Pretty exciting stuff, actually. He's somewhat of an expert in Stargates, and so he seems like
They're such idiots. Gassara's a go.
he's able to.
We'll cover it.
The technology.
She has that's actually what she's got on her head is actually a bald cap. They use it, but it's usually latexed down, like glued down. She's just got it flapping.
Med beds, and so he's going to be helping to roll out the med beds and.
That is a bald cap, but it's usually glued in place.
Technology issues that we might have. But it's just incredible.
Look at him. He's always doing this.
High command, who will be
She's got these. She's watched these people way too much.
with me. It's wonderful. Yeah. Well, he certainly sounds like he's the right man for the job.
By the way, the rumor around McAfee, which they don't even know his fucking name, Monkeyworks didn't even pronounce his name right on his show. Anyways, McAfee does not have a son named Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee is a fucking announcer for ESPN. That's not his son's name. And he does not own a condo in the Florida building either, judging by the property records.
Most certainly, yes. He's also quite an expert in bomb disposal. And he's very resourceful. He's able to problem solve out in the field and you know make.
Yeah, it's got his hair.
He's just an incredible guy.
This is if you want to watch the rest of it, this is Intel Lady. Check out her channel and go subscribe. Oh damn, I thought I was subscribed on this account. That makes me look bad. You guys need to make sure you subscribe and check it out. The Intel Lady, Lightworker Lady, good video. Intel Lady, love Nick. Vienna men. Anna men. Anna men. Anna men. Good video, Intel Lady. So go check that out, and you can play the rest of it. Let's go see what the fuck the frogs are doing. I gotta keep looking for. I gotta keep looking for a an RDS video, but I gotta get on this Nasara. I don't want to miss out. I gotta get me some money, baby, money.
We got the guy that shot
Oh God.
in Vegas right off the bat. No, he was a patsy. He got shot. Then people got shot.
Oh God, these idiots. Here we go, boys. The Trojan virus got him. Oh no. What's up, Jesus? Wasn't Doug recently in Florida? How do we know he didn't leave an explosive charge there? Doug's a black hat.
Vitality and good health. But
Doug's a black hat.
our bodies start to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be.
The patches are actually killer viruses, that black hat virus.
It all just seems to go downhill. Unless you're using LifeWave. Since 2004, LifeWave has been
I just wish they'd let Jeff off the top bunk at his house. Why the fuck is he sitting way up there, close to the ceiling?
delivering its amazing life-enhancing technology to people across the
I like to imagine he has he sleeps on the top bunk, but there's no bottom bunk. It's just like a loft bed, so there's more room for activities.
always helping the body do what it was designed to do, only better. And as it turns out, the best was yet to come. David Schmidt,
All right.
founder, creative force, and world-class inventor behind LifeWave technology, has recently
Life's too short to be driving anything other than a Lincoln.
LifeWave patch that researchers worldwide spending years by harnessing the
Make sure you buy your patches. Fuck them patches.
X30.
Don't these cells look infected? Look at this.
In fact, by age 60, they've slowed dramatically. But all that changes when just
Hold on. Wait till it adds the patches to it.
instead of older and less effective
Okay.
X39 supports the production of younger and healthier stem cells.
Those look worse. That looks like an STD or something. What is going on with those cells?
This amazing level of control over your vitality and well-being was simply not possible, let alone this easy, until now. And the best part? Like all LifeWave patches, X39
The frogs are turning the Johnny gay. Is that what you're saying, Johnny?
can influence
We had no idea what we were doing. I bought Ken's Force
We had no idea what we was doing.
to now when we stream. The last stream we did, we had 5,500 people on the stream.
SARS.
Unbelievable. Here's a screenshot to show you guys.
There it is. 5,500 on the stream. Here's a screenshot to show you guys.
Before that, we had 4,000 people on the stream.
Woo!
Screenshot of that as well. But I want to tell you how great the course
It's easy when you're selling hopium, huh?
business. Not only live stream, there's so many other things. The equipment you'll need to live stream, different titles to get live streams going, how not to be shy in front of the camera, how to speak correctly, all the things you need to do to grow your business and just
He just made all those up, and they were bad.
crush your competition. The value is outstanding with the Grow Live Academy. I'd like to thank Ken Walls and everybody associated with the Grow Live Academy. They've helped grow my show into this great thing now, and I feel like I'm touching and helping so many people. So I recommended 110%. The value of what you get is in. We're live with Mike and Doug. Where are you calling in from? I'm Doug Kuzma, and that is Mike Penny. Say hello, Mike.
Is it though?
Uh-oh, you're freezing. Hi from Mississippi, Ohio, in the
Illinois,
Arkansas, Sweetwater, Flashbang in the house, White Castle, Kentucky, West Texas.
Hey,
Oh, the chat isn't on replay. There's no sense in having it up right now.
You're freezing up again.
hey,
Hey, hey,
Go ahead if you can hear me.
hey. Big Daddy Mock of Death.
all right. Maricopa, Arizona, Corpus Christi, Texas. Trump fan in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Longville, Texas in the house. Texas in the house. Go ahead, Mike.
With it.
Georgia in the house.
Doug, welcome, welcome. You're live with Mike and Doug. Brazil.
Oh, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it.
Brazil in the house.
Kiss My Grits, Texas.
Stargate Enterprise. Awesome.
Colorado Springs, Ohio, California.
Corrupt, Illinois is present. Sand Hills in the middle of Nebraska is present. We got London, Ohio. Cotton, Ohio. San Jose, California. And Painted Post, New York. Welcome, welcome.
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Ontario, Michigan in the house, Missouri,
Fayetteville, Arkansas. Iowa, there you go. Fayetteville, Arkansas. The Mama Bears are from Iowa, right? Hampton, Virginia.
You don't want to talk about them mama bears.
Steptoe,
You
Washington.
don't want to talk about them mama bears and how his job's really hard. You want to touch it? What did you just say to those nice, outstanding women? Did you ask them to? Did you ask them to touch your penis? That was very strange.
Town, Kentucky. And let's see, all over the U.S.
There's too much truth in my own content. We got to go to their content to point out all the lies.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Frog.
Ontario, Michigan.
Riggy.
Oregon. Over to USA. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Frog Heaven.
Riggy.
Why does he think that's the sound a frog makes? Regeet. Your parents really fucked you up, didn't they?
From McFay, Oregon. We're going to
McFay is not how you say it either. It's John McAfee.
talk a little bit about him tonight.
Why can't you fucking... Monkey couldn't say it. None of the grifters apparently knew who he was, I guess.
All right, then. I ain't going no further than that. Turkish Bath, Miami, Florida.
Harry Biscuit, Illinois.
Well, hair on the biscuit. Pelosi's leg hair.
Oh, we'll get it.
I'm trying to keep my dinner down, guys. Ohio in the house.
It's a lot of dinner to keep down.
In the house, Biden. Well, I'm just not even going to say that. Northeast Pennsylvania, Hollywood in the house. The firing squad at Gitmo in the house. Gator country. That's right. Molly Hatchet, baby. Statesboro, South Carolina. Don't forget, what two more weeks we be in at the next show.
Stargate.
Down there in South Carolina.
Show them how to get tickets, Doug.
Yeah, I'm going to put that up right now, right there. I'm fixing to put that up.
Yuma, Arizona. We got Mama's Basement in the house. Lake George, New York. I guarantee you Mama's Basement won't be empty for long.
Oh, God.
Valley, California. We got a bunch of Frog Nights in the house. Welcome, Frog Nights.
Listen, guys, there's only 500 tickets to the event in Spartan, not Spartan.
500 tickets.
Spartanburg, South Carolina. Linwood.
I've skipped so much already. Damn, let's start.
That is the event. And
we got a bunch of Frog Nights in the house. Welcome, Frog Nights.
Listen, guys, there's only 500
maxi pad to maxi pad.
To the event in Spartan, not Spartans, but just Spartan.
I think you had it right the first time, Jay Hyatt.
Linwood will be the main speaker.
I think you had it right the first time.
Confirmed as of yesterday. That is huge. No Biden in the house.
I got all this flash material. You want to taste some of it?
Cameltoe Harris, Bronx is confirmed as Spartan, not Spartans, but just Spartanburg, South Carolina. Linwood will be the main speaker. That is confirmed as of yesterday. That is huge. No Biden.
Mike's going to end up dying on camera, and then what are we going to do?
Cameltoe
We're going to get us both banned.
New York in the house. You're live with Mike and Doug. Welcome to the show.
What's the code they need to use, Doug?
What's that?
No, do they need to have a code to use?
There's no codes for that. We're just selling tickets. We get our booth for free because we sell.
I got you. All right.
Trump won.
Trump won.
Well, he just exposed that grift. We get our booth for free because we sold the tickets. We don't have to pay.
Step toe for Trump.
Our booth.
Southern California in the house.
Battle Frogs. Battle Frogs in the house. Arizona. For that.
Jesus Christ, guys. What is this? Fucking 20 minutes in?
Our booth for free because we sold the
I
tickets.
got you. All right.
Trump.
Frogs in the house. Where to go?
Yes, Governor.
Columbia.
My trusted Liberty events where you get your tickets.
That's the wrong Tar Heels. That's Tar Heels.
To Spartansburg, South Carolina.
Not only is Mike a mechanic, he is the garage manager.
Go to that website in the morning for you young. All right, so let me clear the screen.
Tar Heels.
One more thing before we get started. All right, and that's for that. And listen, guys.
Listen.
Let me find it.
Let's listen.
Liberty Water. Let me just say one thing.
Oh, God.
Mine got here today. Liberty Water, you go on the back, you scan that right there. You'll get all kind of cool scan for America's founding documents. Spring water, I got a case of it. It comes with a pocket constitution, which you should know by heart. You should know this right here. But anyways, the water came in today. I want to give them a shout out, Liberty Water. And we never talk numbers, but the one we hit last night is very unique.
There we go. Guys, we're in awe of what happened last night with the Liberty Water campaign.
In awe.
Okay? And we're not talking dollars and cents. We're talking biblical, okay? Biblical. The end number was 1776 on the bottle of water last night.
And Sam.
All right.
How does that happen?
1776.
Same as the number he's got up there. He showed a screenshot of sales yesterday, and that's what it came to. I can't make this stuff up. So that's crazy. That's
okay,
crazy.
whatever.
Okay. But anyways, I wanted to get that in there. Hey, Mike, I know you got some stuff, so you go ahead and start off.
Let's get it, Mike. Right before you die, let's hear it.
Up, brother. You go ahead. You got more than I do.
All right. Well,
I'm just going to follow up with you.
Let me get to mine's. So all right, I'm going to share my screen.
God is good. Amen to that.
I don't know how many people have seen this, but let me know when you see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
I think his is the shit they feed hummingbirds. Like it's nectar and sugar dissolved in his water.
All right, I'm going to show you this video. I'm not going to do 45 minutes, but I'm fixing to show you something. I'm getting real Carolina. I'm fixing to show you something that no news network covered. It doesn't seem like a whole lot of deal. It's just that Marine One landing at the White House.
CH-53.
Here's the thing.
No, not 53. What's the call sign for a...
Right now, it doesn't look like nothing but that helicopter landing. But let me go on and forward it about 15 minutes.
HMX-1, the first squadron, CH-46, C-Nuts, or CH-53 Super Stallions, yeah.
Biden ain't drew that many people at one of his rallies. What's going on at the White House?
Why are there people at the White House that you can't even fucking zoom in on? That you can't even do enough, you can't even do a good enough show to show us? Oh, you see these specks here? Look, that's people.
Look at how many people are out on that balcony. That thing is packed. Okay, and this is 45 minutes. I'm going to skip ahead. That's 30 minutes later. It's still packed. People are walking up the sides. It is packed out there. There's been nobody at the White House for a long.
That's a lie. You've been telling us there's been nobody at the White House while Joe Biden's been fucking living and working out of there. That's a lie. It could be anybody. He could have called people over to meet him. I mean, he is the fucking president. It could be senators or representatives. It could be fucking. Your proof is that there are people there are too many people there. Look, you can see dots over here moving. That's people. Thank you for the sub.
And now it's packed. I'm sure it's not because of him, but that's just my opinion. Let me go to the next thing.
I'm sure it's not because of him.
All right, can you see my screen, Mike, still?
Yes, sir.
How do you never know if someone can see your fucking screen, dude? How do you not know what you're putting out on your stream?
Well, can you see that Joe Biden's wearing a bulletproof vest right there?
I sure can.
Okay, that's what we need to know. Now, here's another one. I think the gentleman here's wearing one. Joe Manchin, when they showed him in another picture, looked like he was wearing one. And here's the whole thing behind this shot is, look who's hiding behind here so they don't get shot at. Who's that?
Wow. They're taking
Well, first of all, you've already explained where all the people are. That was the people that were at the White House.
pictures and she's hiding behind a pole.
Yeah, because they're convinced that these people are not the real people. These people are clones, and they're doubles, all of them.
There you go, Jeff. Remember when you said you didn't hang out with you didn't hang out on the shows that spread the clone bullshit? Was that direct enough for you?
Behind a pole.
Yeah, because they're convinced that these people are not the real people. These people are clones, and they're.
I very seriously doubt any of them were wearing bulletproof vests, to be honest with you. But Jeff, is that direct enough for you? I don't go. I avoid the people who peddle the clone narrative.
They're taking pictures and she's hiding behind a pole.
Yeah, because they're convinced that these people are not the real people. These people are clones, and they're doubles, all of them. But they're all wearing bulletproof vests because they're scared they're going to get shot at now.
Idiots. I hate these people.
Remember when they said there'd be a time
So fucking dumb.
down the street? It's that time, Mike.
That's a lot of panic, Doug.
It's funny, Joel.
This with you, and I don't.
Joel put in their comments, it says, I'm going to the feds tomorrow with all this info. I can't sit on all these facts you're giving me. I have to do my part.
I need to go, and I'm going to come out of the screen share, and we can go in discussion about this. But
Mike needs a compression vest to help his heart out a little bit.
I'm convinced in my heart
An iron lung vest.
that guy that used to do the antivirus stuff.
I would never make a threat against anybody. But if my clone shows up and slaps a fucking dick off your breath, Doug, I cannot be responsible for that. I'm sorry. I am sorry. If my clone shows up, I mean, that's not me. You call the police on my clone, please. And then tell them that you threatened me in a video and talk shit about my son.
Is a gigantic part of the switch that starts everything. He ain't dead, just like Jeffrey Epstein ain't dead.
I'm over the target.
3 hours after he supposedly died in that Spain prison, a Department of Defense Learjet flew to the United States in Washington. I'm sure they fly from that close to that prison all the time. I doubt it. But that was the switch.
7 of them flew from Spain that day. 7 of them. But that one had him on it.
He has a 31 terabyte hard drive, and every one of the computers for Hillary and all them other idiots had McVeigh's antivirus software. He had the ability to go in and steal all their information.
Guys, he's the one that
got it
gave
all.
him the computer with it on there.
He's got it all.
That's
16
it.
16 of them.
He's got it all. Dirt on every one of them.
Whiplash posted it. I know for sure.
Switch it on. So they staged his death to release it all. What a better way to do it without our government being involved, Mike.
Absolutely. And I agree with what they said in the comments. He's more important than Snowden and Julian Assange put together.
Absolutely.
Bullshit. What Edward Snowden did, he ought to be held a fucking hero. The stuff he released, the stuff that a lot of the conspiracy theory nut jobs knew was right, and he fucking brought it out and showed everybody. And Assange, the years of work that he's done. Look, I didn't always like what he put out, even being part of the military. I didn't like what he put out. I understand war is fucking brutal and ugly and shit, but the government shouldn't be hiding it either.
Absolutely. And here's the thing, and people start putting things together. All right, and people, you've seen the pictures. Now start making sense of what's going on.
Doug saw it. Doug saw the hard drive in his prison wallet.
When they blew up the FBI building, and they claimed it was
McAfee. McAvery. Macklemore.
from diesel fuel and fertilizer and all that. The way that building came down looked like a demolition. Look at the building in Miami. He owned some of the rooms in that building that came down.
Negative. That is absolutely not true. Okay, that's what I wanted to talk about. There is a post going around that claims, in case you didn't know, this is McAfee's son, Pat. Pat McAfee is not John McAfee's son whatsoever. In fact, the only Pat McAfee that I know of, and in doing a social media search, the only prominent Pat McAfee is a reporter for ESPN, like a correspondent for fucking ESPN. I have no idea why someone said that, and then they've got some kind of chubby guy holding this up saying that John McAfee owned this. It's a tweet. It says, "If anything ever happens to me, please know that 31 terabytes of files I have are located on hard drives in my condo near 88th Street and Collins Avenue, just north of Miami Beach." That is a doctored tweet. That tweet never appeared on his timeline. It is someone edited that tweet and put it in a screenshot, like they always fucking do. It's not on his timeline. It's not on the deleted tweet apps, like or websites you can go and see where people deleted tweets. It's not on there. He's one that would be on there because he's a fucking blue check mark. Most of the blue check marks are on there. He doesn't have a son named Pat, and even the guy named Pat, who works for fucking ESPN, doesn't own a condo there. You can check the public records, like the real estate records. No McAfee's own anything there. Not his ex-wife. Nobody owned anything there. This is just some shit that you put together that doesn't link up, and you've connected it with doctored screenshots. You're too dumb to understand that, but other people know it.
They were trying to get that hard drive out of that building, and that's why that building got blown up 2 blocks away from where Trump's kid.
There's people that actually fucking died in there that were just living their life. Right, just regular fucking people, and you're out here saying, "Oh, it was an operation, black hat, white hat." God forbid you say, "Oh, there wasn't no people in there. That was all staged just to get rid of it," or something stupid like that. None of that's fucking true. You're a piece of shit for doing that. There's people that are still missing. Come on, man.
In a condo down there. So this is. Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. You freeze a little bit there.
All right, so. Guys, before we jump way too far ahead, we don't know for sure black hats or white hats nabbed McAfee, okay? But it was definitely the dead man's switch, all right? That leads me to believe white hats have control, all right? It also leads me to believe that not only was that thumbnail hard drive thing in that building.
We don't know if it's black hats or white hats, but it was definitely a dead man's switch. Why? We don't know if it was. You can't even tell me which side picked him up, but you definitely know it was a dead man switch. You definitely know the hard drive was in the building. You don't definitely know any of the, dude. Getting someone saying some shit on fucking Telegram and some doctored fucking screenshots and photos. That's not proof, dude. That's not proof.
Building that's taken down. But it was also hard copy documents. All right? Hard copy documents were in that building as well. I know that for a fact.
You ready for this? Guess where else it's backed up? On the biggest server in the world, probably. And it sounds crazy, but it's backed up on Pornhub. They have gigantic servers. Somehow he disguised it in a different name, and all that information's on their servers too, which are well hidden if you don't know throughout the world. They thought this out.
Pornhub servers are not hidden. They don't have to be hidden. Pornhub buys servers all over the world. That's true. And they do have a lot of content. That's also true. Why would Pornhub servers be hidden? From who? Hell, we're all trying to find porn.
out real good before they decided to hit the dead man switch. So this could be actually, I know we always say that, but this makes more sense of all of it than waiting on the government to declassify everything and just let a notorious person declassify everything.
So could John McAfee have released information? Absolutely. Did John McAfee talk out his ass a lot and accuse and do this and do that? Yes, he did. Could all this? Do they know any information whatsoever? No. They've went to Whiplash and some of these other Telegram groups. They read the message and they just make it up from there. Hell, Doug's so bad at making shit up, he will make a suggestion or what he thinks happens, and he'll say, I bet what happened was blah, blah, blah. And then 5 shows later, he'll present it as truth, as if someone else told him that as truth. And when he was talking about Richard Citizen Journalist, he said, I bet they came to him and said, you need to get out of town by midnight or you're being arrested. 5 shows later, 10 shows later, he said, the FBI approached him. What's being said is the FBI approached him and told him he had to be out by sunset. He didn't even take a pair of underwear with him. Get the fuck out of here. Yes, he lives with another man. He's a confirmed bachelor.
Everything and let it be wide open. He said he would release it to the news outlets. Please release some of it to me. I'll be glad to get it out for you. You know what I mean? Please give me some of it. Because if the news won't put it on, you can bet your ass I put it on. You know that.
Thank you for the sub.
So that's a little bit of what's going on today. Now, you got to say to yourself, why did that helicopter? You got to ask yourself questions now and start adding things up. Biden can't pull 10 people at a rally and he don't know his name. Now he's doing real weird shit like, I wrote the whole bill. He's getting really weird, guys. So what were all them people doing at the White House? Either they were filming something for a future event or something's really going on. You know what? Wouldn't you agree, Mike?
Yeah, he's meeting with people at the White House like the president would. I thought you guys were telling us that he wasn't going to be allowed in the White House. You guys were telling us he wouldn't be allowed to leave the country. You guys were telling us he would be arrested at the G7. You guys were telling us no other world leaders would speak to him because they knew this. You guys were telling us he would never be inaugurated. You guys were telling us he would never fucking win. You guys were telling us none of this ever happened. You guys were telling us that it was all a movie. You guys were telling us it was already won. Now everything you've said has been wrong so far, but this time we've got it.
Absolutely. A lot is going on. More than just something.
That
I mean,
was definitely creepy when he was whispering yesterday. And how, if this is anybody else, if 45 did stuff like that, they'd want him evaluated by a doctor by the end of the day, right?
They would have took him down and they would have white coated his ass just now during.
Yeah, you got to come with us, sir. Sorry, putting you in a straight jacket.
Yeah, they got a straight jacket. Yeah. Guys, it has to be a lot of pressure, whether you have all your marbles or not, whether your elevator goes to the top floor. It has to be a lot of pressure for somebody to pin
Thanks for checking in on that, Jesus. I appreciate it.
a possible shooter, okay, and tell you to talk about shit, all right?
Hey, look, I've never seen...
I might not be able to hold all that together either, but the thing you have to understand is they've been doing this for years, okay? So we know his wherewithal is gone, all right? The actor is doing a damn good job of playing that part.
So
what really strikes me in this is one, Bob Marley hiding behind the post,
mm-hmm.
and 2, her fake ass trip to El Paso.
Yeah, she went nowhere where she needed to be. She might as well went to Canada, because the problem wasn't where she went.
No, exactly. So the plot is thickening more and more every day, like Doug is saying, guys, and it's speeding up. Okay, so now we have an elitist with a ton of declassification getting ready to drop. Right? The dead man switch guy. All right. We have that.
Well, you can't say his fucking name?
Saying sooner than later. All right. The day's the 25th. Tomorrow's the 26th. Rally on Ohio. Arizona A-word. Okay. All right. We got.
You can't say audit either?
Speech on stage. Okay. We got Bob Marley hiding behind poles. I mean, she's a damn pole dancer. Why is she hiding behind them?
That guy is scared for his life.
Yeah. And then Wilford Romney, standing there looking like a ghost as well, dressed with a bulletproof vest on. Guys, we are getting closer every day. I still think from what Flynn said, we're going to talk about this more in a minute, but from what Flynn said, I still think we got 3 to 4 more weeks of the movie. I do not think we have 3 to 4 more weeks before 19 returns.
Right. Here's another thing you got to realize. Okay. That was the bulletproof vest showing through. they wanted you to see that because they actually make clothes that right now that are bulletproof, and they don't even look like bulletproof vests. And they had them when
They don't make clothes that are bulletproof. They don't make clothes that are bulletproof. They don't make clothes that are bulletproof. That look like regular clothes, that are the thickness of regular clothes. You have flak jackets, you have soft body armor that's rated for pistol rounds, so that's it. They don't make clothes that are bulletproof.
when Obama took office, they showed how they made bulletproof material to make a suit, and it didn't bulge or nothing. It was just like regular material. They wanted to show you they were protecting his life today for a reason. Like they could have easily just put them kind of suits on him, but they made them look like, oh God, they're all targets standing out. And listen, here's the thing you don't never see is they very rarely ever come outside and talk to do a news conference. And did you notice the microphone was set up for a midget? It was like 2 feet.
You can get jackets that are basically soft bulletproof. If you had a bulletproof suit, it's at least going to have to be, I would say, on the heavy side of a ½ inch, probably closer to like 3/4 of an inch thick, even with soft. The things that stops bullets are layers. Could you make a bulletproof suit? Yes. Would it be this fucking thick? Absolutely. Could you tell it was a bulletproof suit? Yes.
Feet off the ground. I mean, they were talking 2 feet down to the microphone. It was nowhere near their heads. Would that make them an easier target that way? I don't know, but a lot of things didn't make sense in that picture. They were talking about we made a deal. Nobody looked happy in the picture.
It's just like when he was signing executive orders in the beginning. You know, he started at the big desk. The next time the desk got smaller, and the next time the desk got smaller. Okay, and I mean, it's. I got to believe that it's part of the humor of 19 playing out some of this stuff.
Yeah. Who is McVeigh? Remember, he's the one that has the antivirus software, and his company said he was nuts. So he sold his part of it, and then they tried to accuse him of a murder in Belize or something like that, and he finally was arrested and taken into Spain's custody. But they've been trying to get him to come back to the United States because they knew he had this information. Been trying to get him ever since I think Trump was in office. I mean, it's been like 5-6 years. They've been going after him, and he keeps moving. He had lookalikes, doubles, clones. So it's all been part of the movie. Evidently, he was part of the movie from the start.
Yes.
And you would have never known that till right now. Now he's supposedly dead, allegedly. And then a DOT plane fly. And another thing I must tell you guys that I'm learning how to do now through one of our listeners that I'm going to help out, and he's going to be part of our show. Just once in a while, he's going to come on. He's teaching me how to use the same tool that MonkeyWorks uses. And that's pretty cool. I can look up how many planes are in the sky. I don't know, like MonkeyWorks knows all the planes, which ones, but I can tell you this. When I was looking today at it, this military planes, the border is full of helicopters and reconnaissance planes like I ain't never seen. I mean, just in like a 30-mile radius, there was like 40 planes. Crazy. So they're all over that.
No, I mean I've seen the suit that's on like Demolition Ranch and shit. It's a flak jacket. I mean, you can still tell it's not a bulletproof suit. It's not what he's talking about. It's not clothing that is bulletproof. It is fucking an inch of a flak jacket built into a suit. It would still stand up. It still doesn't bend. It still doesn't do. He's trying to insinuate regular fucking clothes somehow bulletproof. That doesn't happen.
So I'm learning how to use
Demolition Ranch did a show on it where the one that he bought, not only was it thick and looked fucking weird as shit, he shot through it with everything but a .22 pistol.
And as I get better, I'll start taking screenshots during the day, let you know what's going on in D.C. as far as military planes, what is going back and forth. I know MonkeyWorks does a great job. I just want to learn how to use it myself. And our buddy,
you're an idiot.
Teaching us how. I don't even know if he wants me to mention this.
There's no way he's going to learn how to use. There's no way he's going to learn how to use those programs.
Name, but he's teaching me how to do that stuff. He's the one that fixed my computer. So I appreciate your help, bro. He's the one that also got my printer working. He's a pretty amazing guy. So he wanted to come on once in a while, but he didn't have a microphone and he didn't have a light or a camera. So that's all on the way to him now. He's going to get that so he can come on. He's got plenty of intel.
So
right there's where your money went. The donations for lights and cameras and microphones, well, they're giving that to someone else.
So supposedly there are signs posted all over the north side of Montana saying, "Don't shoot Russian troops." That's
You're kidding me.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Cheeto.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Even the bulletproof, here's a bulletproof suit jacket for sale for $1,000. I guess if it was super loose, you might not be able to tell. I mean, it's pretty bad. I mean, it's made with traditional Kevlar. If it's going to stop a 45 round with Kevlar, that requires at least I would say at least 9/16 or something of Kevlar. Hold on. How much Kevlar to stop bullet? Until they come out with something better than Kevlar, I don't know what you expect you to do. I mean, let's check it out. Experimental studies of bulletproof materials with 9mm projectiles. These are studies done and signed and papers written about them. Hold on. Let's see if it's searchable. Ballistics gel, Kevlar samples, 1600 GSM, 200 GSM, 400 GSM. Kevlar high strength samples alternated 0 and 90 degree orientation. The samples were used, blah, blah, blah. Kevlar sheets were divided and cut into A4 size sheets of paper. The experiment, blah, blah, blah. Firearm through a chronograph 2 meters away. Kevlar samples 1 meter away. Ballistic gel. Where's the results? Give me just a second. Were found with samples 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15 layers. The 200 GSM, to stop a 9mm round, the 200 GSM had to have, there's 6 layers, 9 layers. Number 2 traveled further into the ballistics gel. 3 and 4 block. 3 and 4 blocked. 12 layers, had a flatter head, but still penetrating. It took 15 layers. There's 1 and 2 show decrease in penetration depth and ballistic gel compared to the Kevlar and the ballistic case. Even 15 layers of 200 GSM Kevlar. 15 layers of 200 GSM Kevlar is still penetrated, but they used heavier Kevlar too. Where's the 400? 160, 200, propellum, blah, blah, blah. Effectiveness of 160, 200 has found that 200 GSM Kevlar more effective stopping 9mm parabellum. No linear relation between 2 different types of Kevlar. 4 different types, 9mm were tested, 9mm, blah, blah, blah. Around the world, 21 layers of 200 GSM is required as a minimum to stop a projectile. 21 layers of Kevlar. Of 200 GSM is required to stop a 9mm. Jesus Christ. That's a lot to shove into a suit. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. There's no way you can make it thinner.
Fucking with Jesus is saying that. Timing is everything, guys. God's timing especially.
That was to reliably stop. They had some rounds that stopped around 17 or 18, but 21 is the minimum.
Like that at the White House, you would think that the news would cover that. You follow what I'm saying? They didn't have a camera there. It was Nancy Drew that filmed it.
I've got a jacket here, like a hard shell jacket that's rated to stop pistol rounds. It's got a panel in the front and 2 panels in the front that are split by the zipper and a panel in the back. But I mean, they're that thick.
You just got it up in time for me to show you that. That thing ran like 45 minutes. I just kind of skipped through it. It showed you the amount of people that gathered on the balcony. It had to be 50.
And now if you start talking about stopping rifle rounds, the military doesn't even trust Kevlar to stop rifle rounds. That's why we use hard plates. And they're only good for 1 fucking shot.
100 people. He can't get that many people at a rally. He damn sure ain't gonna get them at the White House when it's empty.
Well, they couldn't shove that many people out the door, it appears.
No. I mean, so it's crazy. I just wanted to learn how to run that software, and the gentleman that's showing me really knows what he's doing. Yeah, I'm sorry, I did pronounce his name wrong. McFay, is that how you say it, man? McAfee. Excuse me, you got to remember.
McFay.
Okay.
Now, if you look at the Oklahoma bombings where Timothy McVeigh was supposed to, if you look at the Oklahoma bombings and compare them, they're very similar. So the same tools were used. You know,
what was the name of the guy that blew that up?
Timothy McVeigh. So the names are very close as well. Yes, his name is McAfee.
McAfee. Okay. Thank you, Dan. Here you go. Here's for the people that are illiterate. That's me, McAfee. Now I got it, man. Thanks, guys.
Oh my God.
You guys are awesome.
It's amping up like never before. We talked about. Listen, I can't even go into it, but Forex is starting to trade stuff. I can't even talk about it. But pay attention to what's going on. That's the key that the RV's coming. That's all I can say. Can't say anymore.
What an idiot.
It's coming, and once that comes, then we get Nasara. Then everything starts. It's the first thing that's got to happen. So I'm looking. like Mike said, people are saying July 4th. That's a
Forex trading is basically a scam.
satanic holiday. I'm looking for things to happen before that.
All right, so now the news is making clowns out of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Okay, if you'll look at my Facebook timeline, and you'll see one of the posts where Tucker went on live TV, said something pretty crude about Miley, General Miley, or Mealy, or however you pronounce it. Maybe y'all will help me with that one. But
If you watch the Tucker clip, how do you not know how to pronounce the name? Did you watch it in fucking Braille? I don't understand.
I know came to his defense. Just so happens this general happens to be a clown himself who was responsible for.
If you get 3A armor, it's rated for all handgun rounds. Beyond that, you're going to need plates or something.
Afghanistan war, and he was part of the cover-up to keep the American people from finding out how poorly that war was managed and how badly we actually did during the Bush administration.
Imagine how big our show's going to be if they keep the internet up but take all the news channels down.
Holy
we'll have
cow.
like 6 million views a night.
Millie. Okay, Millie. Okay.
Millie.
Millie.
Hey, listen, we from the South. We pronounce it the way we fixing to get it right.
You're from Virginia. Shut the fuck up. Northern Virginia. You're not from the South.
Millie is a traitor. Absolutely. I think that's the way to go.
Is he the one that said he read all the communist books, but that don't make him a communist?
Yes.
Is that the idiot you're talking about? That guy,
Yes.
they said they need to rip the stars right off of his uniform. That guy's an idiot. Well, he might be there. He might be on his way there now, though, to get Mo.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
Yes,
was Oklahoma one.
Timothy McVeigh was
supposedly he was the one.
And he was just a patsy. He was just a patsy, guys. Okay.
Just like the guy in Las Vegas.
Was Arkansas job too.
The guy that shot all the people in Vegas, that wasn't him. He was a patsy. They killed him.
Oh God.
Shot out of a helicopter. They were trying to get to the
Harvey Oswald.
Saudi Arabian prince, and they wanted to kill him. And 45 gave him the information about it and got him hid in time to save his life. And that's when they capitulated. Right at the week after that, they capitulated to Trump, and then he had the sword in the sword dance. If you watch that movie, that's on my timeline about the Silk River with Charlie Freak Sense. Telling you, man, it's 2.5 hours. By the time you're done, your skin will be crawling watching it, won't they, Mike?
Oh yeah.
So your skin will be crawling by the time you're done. Good luck.
Who else was another famous patsy? They made patsies out of the people who got Martin Luther and let's see.
Plates are expensive.
The second Kennedy in the hotel. That guy was a patsy. He wasn't on his own. They did all the shot trajectory years later and figured out that he wasn't by himself. And in fact, the shot he fired wasn't the kill shot. It was a shot from behind the ear that was a kill shot, which couldn't have came from him. Yeah, Robert. Right.
It's funny. It's not none of it's funny, but they
Thank you
said that John F. Kennedy was not in that car that day. That was actually a clone of him that got shot and killed, and he ended up living the rest of his life. And in a couple of videos at Trump rallies,
It would have been interesting if he would have come out as president, since he was still president. If that wasn't him, they got killed.
shows an old guy that's about 90 that looks almost exactly like him. And then, you hear.
How do you know the old guy wasn't the clone?
Rumors that he lived his life out until last year. Sometime he passed away. So did his brother. They used clones that got shot and killed and not real people. So, we'll find out more after everything's revealed about people that you think.
What an idiot.
Deceased that are actually alive. The three people before they died that came to see Trump. Then they passed away. Michael Jackson, Princess Diana, and Elvis. They all came and seen Trump. And
Michael Jackson, Princess Diana, and Elvis all came to see Trump. And then they were allowed to die. They had to stay awake until Trump let them die. They actually asked for permission. A lot of people don't know this, but Trump is also the caretaker of the underworld.
And then within the next week, they suddenly died. Just remember that he's a pro at hiding people.
Oh,
yes, Elvis, and we got pictures of him at Graceland. He's a pastor now. He says he don't never want to come back.
Yeah, except the age is off by about 30 fucking years, my man. 30 years. The pastor you keep telling people is Elvis. The age is off by about 30 years.
He don't want the fame no more.
People like that don't want the fame no more.
Holy shit.
A phone call update from Ree. That's why I blipped out. If you give me, let me finish the statement, and I'm gonna call Ree back. She's giving me some disheartening.
Okay, go ahead. I got plenty to talk about.
Okay,
go ahead, because you're breaking up so bad I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
No, you're freezing up.
So people like Elvis, they don't want to come back. They have peaceful, happy lives now, and they could have never experienced it on the same trajectory they were on before. One, they were being forced to live the cabal life, the Satanism, and they didn't want to. So that was their bow out.
Pastor Bob Joyce is who he's talking about.
And if you loved Elvis, and if you watched the video clip of him singing with the Elvis impersonator, the first time I heard him sing "Glory, Glory," can't nobody hit them notes but Elvis. Tears started running down my. I said,
"Can't nobody hit them notes but Elvis." Tears started running down my eyes. Doug, why the fuck are you crying so much? You cried when Trump did a speech at CPAC. You cried when you found out that Elvis was a preacher. Why are you crying so much over people you've never fucking met, bud? Tears started running down my eyes.
Singing with the Elvis impersonator, the first time I heard him sing "Glory, Glory," can't nobody hit them notes but Elvis. Tears started running down my. I said, "That's Elvis right there."
Wait till you realize you're meeting me at one of your events. Tears will be running down your eyes, buddy.
Can't nobody sing that song, "Glory, Glory, Hallelujah," like Elvis can. And he hit every note in that song just, well, I don't want to say just like Elvis. He is Elvis, so he could hit all them notes. Other people try to hit them notes. He hit them notes. Back then, he was probably 77, 78 years old. Yes, and there's like Trump travels in one of them Suburbans, armored. Well, Bob Joyce, there's somebody shot with a long lens video of him at Graceland. What would he be doing in Graceland? Do you know what I mean? Why would they be? What would he be doing in an armored car at Graceland? I'm adding you back. There you are, Mike.
Idiot.
What is the RV? The RV is the reevaluation of currency worldwide. What does that mean? I don't want to go into great details because I don't want to get anybody's hopes up for this or that. But what they're going to try to do is when they reevaluate the money here is worth the same money over there. So there is no, our money's worth 82 cents more on a dollar than it is in a poor country.
But why? Why? Who does that benefit? That makes us poorer. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you devalue the US dollar by revaluing everybody else to fit the US dollar? It would make us a little bit stronger in European markets and it would fuck us everywhere else.
They're going to try to make all the currencies the same level across the whole earth. And that's what the quantum banking system does. And that's what the RV, the reevaluation, will do.
See, John.
It has to be done before they can even put the new banking system in. Because once they do, all the banks are complicit to come as one. Because as we know, the SWIFT system doesn't exist anymore. And they're running side by side. As soon as that ends, it's just going to be, you got to understand that none of the Rothschild banks are around no more. I mean, Russia came out and said they don't have any there no more. So when Trump went along and all them countries capitulated to him, that capitulated me.
You're confusing hate and truth. Nothing that they're saying is fucking true. It's not hate. I hope they live productive lives. I wish they would tell the truth to the people that are sending them money.
They agreed to work with him to destroy the cabal, that they were going to tear down the banking system, and they've done that.
And my guess is you're way too old to be using the word hater.
I taught you guys a way back, but some of you guys are new. The Federal Reserve was created, and your birth certificate was used to trade as your body as collateral because there was no more gold left to back the U.S. dollar. It was all a fraud. And your birth certificates were used to trade on the stock market since the day you were born as collateral for
also a lie.
Cash that they were letting us borrow from the Rothschilds. Just a little bit of the background, what we're leading up and getting away from. We're getting away from that. We're no longer under that.
They're telling lies all night, every night. What do you want me to do? They're telling lies. If they'd start telling the truth, I wouldn't cover their fucking shit. As long as they're lying, I'm going to say, hey, these guys are lying.
Rule. And it really, a lot of thanks goes to.
Your birth certificate isn't worth any fucking money? Unless you sell it to one of those illegals.
And it saved the flag. He has a lot to do with that too, because we would have went back under British law rules.
That's not a true story. The man who saved the flag, who is also the head of the post office and the president, not true.
He didn't capture the flag. Gould, whatever his name is. And how much is he involved in this? Nobody even knows at this point. So there's a lot of questions that still have to be answered. But that's where we are, and that's why.
But you guys are making them up as quick as you can, huh?
One level playing field. And that way, all the money with the quantum banking system, you can't rob the bank. You can't steal money. It's all controlled by a supercomputer. The first few years, there'll be coin and there'll be bills. But I heard after the first 3 years, it'll be just a digital currency. And what is there to steal? You'd have to break into the quantum computer to steal any money. You see what I'm saying? That's why banks will be dumbed down, and there'll be so much more wealth, and nobody can steal stuff, and the prices are going to go down to where we were in the 60s, the 70s, maybe even the 50s. Right, Mike? Boy, they're really getting you tonight, Mike. You're freezing up really bad, bro. Reevaluation. That's right. I think Jeff should start a show for some of you guys in this show. Jeff goes on about 20 different shows a week.
And so, yes.
But he doesn't hang out with people who believe in clones or people who are spreading those rumors.
All right, so,
We're not gonna-
can you hear me?
I think he rolls up those X39 patches and smokes them.
Barely, you are completely frozen, and I hear about every. No, not worth a darn.
Gasoline would be $1 a gallon. Not if you reevaluate how money is fucking ranked in world markets.
How are the elderly going to function? Let me tell you something. A lot better than they are now, because under NESARA, they're going to get a lot more money in retirement. It won't be called Social Security. It will be called just retirement, I would guess, unless they make a name up for it. There's going to be no Social Security disability, no retirement. It's just going to, Social Security disability, or, you get Social Security after you're 65. It'll be simply called retirement. And it's already noted, if you look up NESARA, type it in DuckDuckGo, it'll tell you that the seniors will be treated completely different than they are now. Instead of getting, I'm just saying allegedly, okay? Instead of getting $800 to $1,100 a month, you would get $10,000 a month. You gotta understand, when they went over below the Vatican,
That's universal basic income. That's also a tenet of socialism. Good job, Doug.
they seized $340 quadrillion, enough to make everybody in the whole world a millionaire. But we can't do that. Nobody would work. So they figured out a plan how they're going to give everybody a little bit at a time to keep people working. Okay, so that's what the plan is, to have better.
Is there another type of chat that lets you display people's comments on the screen, like the frogs, like where they highlight a comment and they click on?
Medical care. The med beds will take care of all the doctors. There'll be no more medicines, because you'll be able to cure everything naturally. You got to know that the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, mainly the Rockefellers, own the majority of the giant university hospitals in this country, and they're the ones funding all this stuff along with the cabal.
Yeah, it's StreamYards that they're using. That's a feature of StreamYards.
Keep the medicine.
I can make it happen in OBS, but I don't know. I don't like it.
That you're taking, that they claim to save your life, when everything can be cured with light and heat, light, and what else? Sound can cure anything, and you're going to find that out real soon. If you think it's bull, you can head on, just change the channel. You don't have to.
It's all bullshit.
Stay here.
Every bit of it.
It's not bull. It's what.
That's a built-in feature of StreamYards. StreamYards.com.
It's going to really happen.
Basically, like in StreamYards, it'll show their little screen they're streaming from. It's what we do Griftbusters podcast from. It'll show their little stream they're streaming from. Then over here will be the chat, and any message you click on pops up like that.
That's it. My internet is buffering too. Is mine? Am I buffering, or just Mike was?
Oh yeah, we missed this video. Hold on. I don't know if you guys got to see this one. Luckily, this one came out today.
Hey, Frogonites, this is Doug. Good morning. How you doing? First cup of coffee.
First cup of coffee.
Do some research for some intel. Hey, guys, I just want to remind you that we have a donation link if you'd like to donate.
These guys did what before this? Yeah, nothing. Absolutely nothing.
There's some expenses and stuff, running everything to website and several other things, new microphones, cameras, whatever it takes to get the show out to you guys. So if you feel it in your
new microphones and cameras that we've never bought, it's still the same old shitty equipment.
I'm going to put a link in below this video and in this video so you guys can donate. We love you and thank you, and getting ready for tonight's show. Have a great day.
Have a great day. We got Dimba Doug.
Was buffering. Sometimes Mike has issues where he's at. Yes, it was 125 miles of gold, 8 foot high and 24 foot wide.
125 miles of gold, 8 foot high, and 4 foot wide.
25 miles of gold, 8 foot high and 24 foot wide.
24 foot wide. I wonder if there's a calculator to calculate miles of gold. Calculate miles of gold. Calculate gold. Gold brick. Gold bricks by size. size, maybe. Calculate gold bars. Let's see. How could I do that? Volume? Could I calculate it by volume? I don't know if there's a calculation. I would have to do what one brick is, or what one bar is, and how much volume is in one bar. Then how much volume, how big is blah, 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 400 ounce Troy gold. Dimensions. Okay, length and width. This is going to take some mathematicians. 0.71. It's about 1 kilo. It's about the size of an iPhone. I might be able to figure that out. Okay, let's get back to this.
Gold they had stole ever since back, I don't know, from the start of time almost. From the pirate days, they've been stealing gold.
I bet you I could figure it out. It'd take a while, but I can figure it out.
You're going to see it all. You'll find out what the Catholic Church was really all about. And I don't knock it. I was a Catholic as a kid. Communion, confirmation. I remember all that. But I remember all the trouble that the church got in.
You were a calf as a kid.
So, you know, the pump.
I mean, you were Catholic as a calf.
He's no longer. They CGI him. That's and another guy wearing a mask. They've all been everybody over there. You got to remember that Da Vinci satellite it helped change the votes. They were in on it too. This is all getting exposed, folks. All of it. And did you see the new movie? What is it called? Deep something that's getting ready to come out in the next day or so, and it's about the election. The deep
one with 81 zeros.
Fake is what it was called. Here comes Mike again. Let's welcome him back. I think he hooked up an antenna, a coat hanger to get better reception. That looks a little better, bro.
Thank you. They got rebooted everything. Excuse me.
What about the IRS is defunct?
Yeah, I got to get the square foot. That hurts. Stop.
Thank you, Brian. Have you heard about it, Mike?
Yes, I've heard about the deep rig. That's what we got hoodoo by, what's his name?
Hey, why not suck my dick? Why not sacrifice yourself? Why not jump up in the air and scream my name? Why not anything? I'm not going along with these grifters. Why would I? They're lying to people and trying to make a living off of it. They are lying to people. They read message boards on Telegram, different message boards like Whiplash. Then they come on here and scream about it, and then that's it.
The guy we're not too fond about.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, I was asked on the phone call to back up with McAfee and let you know that he's not totally straightforward white hat. All right. He had tax evasion issues along with some corrupt Bitcoin dealings. Is the reason why they weren't brought down in the first place. But all that stuff came out during the process. All right.
So he does have dirt on everybody.
Yes, he does have the dirt. But the reason why they found that
a visualization of all gold that's ever been mined on Earth is literally not enough gold to nowhere near enough gold to be what Doug says they pulled up out of the Vatican. All gold mined on Earth would not be enough gold to add up to what Doug said they found in the Vatican. Thank you for sending that. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it.
Yeah, the dirt so late is because of his corruptness.
I can't control the chat from inside of StreamYard, so guys.
So, and I've also...
Yes, you can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you went out for a second.
All right. So, also, the he's not the only one singing, okay? There is another one there that is singing like a canary from what I'm hearing. All right. And his last name starts with a C. And his first letter in his first name is a B. Okay.
Bill Clinton.
The word BITCH was used.
Are the blackheads bad? Yes.
Anyway,
the whiteheads
there's
are the
singing
good guys.
a lot of stuff right now, from what I understand.
I don't know if that could
All
be
right,
the
with
name.
McAfee
Allegedly.
and the BC. All right, so guys, right? Can you hear me?
Nope.
No, you're cutting out. Jesus Christ, it's horrible.
This evening.
Get internet access.
You're froze.
Doug.
I cannot because you're breaking about every 10th word.
Man, all right.
Why don't you call in?
All right, I'm calling you.
Yo, just call in. All right. Mike says I am. All right, so here's Mike on the phone. Go ahead.
All right, so can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, you allegedly have the name correct, BC. All right. Also, in
You don't understand. This is not the same side. This is not the same side. They're advocating for med beds and universal medical. They're advocating for Vatican gold and universal basic income. They're advocating for a reevaluation. They're advocating for one world government underneath some new emperor. We are not the same side. We are not the same side. I don't believe that we're fucking light beings. I don't believe that we're going to fucking ascend. I don't believe that there's a reevaluation where all money's going to be equal for some unknown reason. I don't believe that Trump's going to come back and be God Emperor. I don't believe any of these things. Don't fight the same side. We are not the same side. The left will throw us in the same basket. These people are fucking lunatics. I'm just conservative.
an official celebration started tonight about 7 p.m. with a sign, fireworks going off behind it, people celebrating in front of it that said Jasara.
Wow.
It has started.
You're so... Oh, God.
Release. You heard it here first. Jasara has started.
Hold on.
That is an official celebrating about 7 p.m. in Portugal, we believe. An official celebration started tonight about 7 p.m. with
In Portugal.
Fireworks going off behind it. People celebrating in front of it that said Jasara.
Wow.
It has started. That is an official release. You heard it here first. Jasara has started.
Wow, that's huge, huge news. Share this out. That means if Jasara started, Nasara started too, because we have to be first. Oh, we thought we did.
I think we're going to come along as it all goes, from what I was just told. But the smaller countries have less resistance and have started.
Timothy, we don't need better equipment. We need better internet. Okay.
Better equipment. That's what you're raising money for, remember? Better cameras, better lights, better stuff, better other things. Remember? That's what you're raising money for. That's what the donations go to, remember? But now you don't need better equipment. You need internet.
Jeff just posted Dianne Feinstein just listed her Tahoe house for $41 million. Are you there, Mike?
Yes, wow.
We could send him a link if he wants to come on and let him if he's heard anything about this. So I'm going to send him a link real quick and
You're
see.
hearing the same things. I got an official announcement of Jasara starting at 7 p.m. What they believe is Portugal. Okay?
I'm not doubting what you're saying. I just want to get somebody to back that up. You don't mind, do you?
Geraldine Maza in our chat has said, I heard the military has activated Jasara, some in Florida, some in California, except.
They're trying to tell you that I figured up the calculation. That would be 152,537,932,800 pounds of gold. That is Troy pounds. Each pound is worth 21,172. So 172. Oh, if this is been... Hold on just a second. We are in quadrillions now. That would be If this is this would be thousands, millions, billion. No, we are in quintillions. This is let's see. This would be 100,000. That'd be a million. That'd be a billion. That'd be a quadrillion. That'd be a quintillion. That is 3 quintillion, 229 quadrillion, 533 trillion, 113 billion, 241. No, I did that wrong. No, let me start over. Because we got millions, billions, trillions. Okay, quadrillion. 3 quadrillion, 229 trillion, 533 billion, 113 million, $241,600.
Getting overwhelming amounts of money.
I better check my checking account then.
Oh, you got it, buddy. It's coming.
Let it be about the money.
Don't let it be about the money.
That's right.
And
If there's 8 billion people on Earth, so we would do divided by 8,000 million billion. That would be $403,000 for everybody. $403,691.63 for everybody.
Britney Spears is getting ready to spill the beans.
Every man, woman, and child on Earth.
Especially her dad.
He's rotten. He's Satanist.
Yeah.
Well, the problem with giving up, I agree. These guys are too stupid. But have you met their counterpart, Jeff B? He seems to be a big fan. He's coming on tonight to talk about it with them.
He comes on. He usually jumps on when I send him a link. Just give him a minute. He probably has to light up his cigar. You know how he is. Yeah, but maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. It sounds like it, don't it, Mike? I'm excited, man.
Playing with dogs and all.
Guys,
you know.
Share this out. They're celebrating GESARA overseas. That's NESARA, but it's over across the
Oh.
The switch is happening as we speak. That's
They're good for a laugh sometimes. I hate when I get frustrated with them because they are idiots, but they are good for a laugh sometimes. I shouldn't get frustrated, but
Citizenship in China years ago.
NESARA kicked off tonight, Liberty. I don't know if you want to be the second news channel behind Frog News to make an official announcement, but I'll go ahead and give you that piece of information. NESARA started tonight in what is believed to be Portugal. If you want to make an official announcement, get out ahead of the crowd.
GP will deal with her once he's cleared to CCP.
I'm just messing with you, Liberty. I know that you work within reality.
if he's answering me. Hold on, Mike.
Oh.
GESARA is global economic reset. Okay, and it's quantum. It's not the globalist reset.
Confirmed by Charlie Ward. There you go.
Reset.
They called Charlie. He said, "Yep."
Hold on a minute. Jeff, we're here in Brady.
He said, "Panty time."
Has started and people are partying overseas. I thought it was supposed to start here first with GESARA, but we're getting reports that people are setting off fireworks and banners that say GESARA.
GESARA.
Overseas, Mike's got confirmation from a couple of people.
All right, hold on.
The RV hasn't happened yet, far as we know. Well, he's got connections, so we'll see what Jeff has to say.
Yeah, GESARA is global. NESARA is national.
You know what's weird? So he just said that it kicked off tonight in Portugal. GESARA kicked off tonight in Portugal. People partying in front of a sign. It's 5 a.m. in Portugal. How many people do you think are up at 5 a.m. partying in front of a sign with fireworks to kick it off?
And Jeff, did you see at the White House?
Charlie Ward has confirmed.
Charlie Ward has confirmed.
But anyway, but listen, at the White House today, there was about 150 to 200 people on the back porch.
Charlie Ward confirmed. That's a big old blunt, ain't it? Black jacket.
Or something was going on, right?
Somebody's about to burn down.
We were also discussing that let me say it right this time, McAfee might be the switch that starts it all.
Here's the weird thing about McAfee. All right.
So I was talking to a guy at Homeland Security, and I wanted to ask him, from the time that I was in and used DoD computers. So
Oh no.
no matter whether you have a secure laptop where you use an encrypted site, or if you're using a computer in a SCIF, there's always a sticker on that machine that basically allows Big Brother to monitor your PC. That it doesn't matter whether it's the President of the United States or an E1 sitting in a pause copying Morse code. So when I asked him this,
If they have this video of them celebrating in front of fireworks and a sign that says GESARA, why haven't we seen why can't they just show us the video of the fireworks? Where's the, I'm just going to have to go to some of these filthy, disgusting Telegram groups, aren't I?
Mike, see if you can talk now. I
can talk.
Not on here, on your microphone, on the computer.
How about now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you on your phone.
Hold my phone back.
my person said that there is a reason why there were C-17s last week, a shitload of them than normal.
Okay.
They were moving equipment from what he's understanding.
Wow.
And I can tell you, I went to the bank this evening and the ATM was out. It says
Now Brad is spreading the known false tweet, a doctored tweet about McAfee owning one of the rooms or several rooms within the condo that collapsed in Florida, which is literally false. Like it's a doctored tweet. It never appeared on his timeline. It never appeared on deleted tweets, collections. It never appeared anywhere. It's been doctored from another tweet. Probably from that same day. They probably didn't doctor the date. They just doctored what the text was below it.
due to servicing, but that could be any number of things.
Where do these guys do this shit?
I don't know.
Why?
Here's the thing.
They don't verify anything.
And you listen to some of this. See, they always thought John.
Oh, I thought I found the video. It wasn't it though. I'm trying to find the GESARA celebration. I can't find shit on this party. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for too. I'm trying to find the video that they're claiming.
That guy knows where all the bodies are buried, because when you use, because the government has a contract, DoD has a contract with McAfee and Sun Systems, and they.
Welcome, Mark Stern, looking like an Ellen DeGeneres clone. Good to see you again.
Software, they can detect the software that's on it. They can detect any keystroke, and it goes into a computer system at NSA. So they can pull it up based. Let's say I'm sitting in South Korea and I'm working at a field station, and my field station has a field station number dash, a number dash, and my pause, which is the position I'm working on, which is also.
I'm sure that there's probably a video of foreign people like celebrating in front of fireworks. I mean, there's billions of those videos out there, I'm sure. But I don't think that any. I don't know. They try to connect too many things. Like, okay, a building collapsed and that's tragic, and McAfee suicide, whatever happened there. But why do you have to connect those two when there's literally no evidence except for doctored tweets? I think the people who doctor this stuff and make these tweets are clearly not Mike and Doug. I think a lot of those people are making fun of Mike and Doug and people that pick it up and run with it. There's literally a guy whose entire job, like he works for a publication that's big within far leftist, like alternative media, blah, blah, blah. And he makes a living and has Patreons and shit where he makes up tweets to get the right to share them under a bunch of fake super conservative Twitter accounts and gets them to share them. He's gotten the Proud Boys to show up for fake Antifa rallies and videotaped it. He just trolls the right and makes a living off people like this.
known as your.
He calls himself the CEO of Antifa.
It's also done through a MAC address. So there's this long chain of numbers that associate whatever you're typing on the keyboard goes into a folder at NSA. So they can pull up screens and
That's a keylogger.
so now if they have deployed this, which I was told 100% on any computer.
I don't see it over on Whiplash. That's where I figured I would find it. He called that old lady is where he found it.
Type of crazy shit. So they've known about whatever, whether who has it. But for him to come out 2 or 3 days ago and says, hey, if I end up dead, activate the kill switch. And then you have a Department of Homeland Security plane that mysteriously leaves Barcelona and I believe flew to the Bahamas.
I keep seeing leave Brittany alone.
Went to Reagan International.
That's a little strange, huh?
Well, I asked somebody, why would they go to the Bahamas? And they told me for coconuts. So I'm trying to figure out what coconuts means. Right.
Code word for something.
Right, exactly. So
that would make great sense to have a civilian leak all this material as opposed to.
I don't know where you think if Charlie Ward would have confirmed that he would have confirmed on his Telegram. He's not posted anything on his Telegram since his last video, which is about detoxing heavy metals within your body was something that he's selling. So Charlie Ward does not confirm, which again, it's 4:56 in the morning there. So
a government employee, wouldn't it?
Yes.
I got banned from the frogs. I can't check there.
We don't have to wait on the D class. This will be the D class, wouldn't it?
False frog flag. That's right.
That they put out today, they should have wiped their ass with that. That was 9 pages of garbage.
Right.
I mean, there was nothing in there that I couldn't have made up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then one of the agents that I was talking to today said that I want to say it was a Bolivian person, maybe the president of Bolivia, his wife or his wife's parents owned an apartment or a condo inside that building in Miami. And there was some heat between the State Department and this individual on some type of money issues. But I'll tell you, look,
Here, so here is the post that the only post that I can find. I'm going to show it to you. That has anything to do with like what Mike is saying. It's just this, which is clearly not real fireworks. Okay, this is an animation. At best, it's a drawing, like a computer-aided drawing. Okay. And it says, big news, Gasara updates, confirmed in Mexico now, confirmed in Portugal, right now by 4 sources and 4 countries now. Celebrate our freedoms. And that was forwarded from Truth is Pain. Forwarded from Truth is Pain. How do I join that? Can I join that? Damn, I don't really know how to work Telegram. Let me go see if I can get in Truth is Pain. Big news, Gasara. Big news, Gasara. Okay. Gasara updates confirmed. Gasara updates confirmed. Let's see. I'm trying to join that group. Someone shared it in there. Starting at 11:49. Forwarded from Truth is Pain. Forwarded from Truth is Pain. It's been shared in there a shit ton. But there isn't even there. The group isn't searchable, I guess. Maybe it's invitation only. I'm trying to see if anybody else shared it. No, it's been shared 3 times in Phil Godlewinski's thing, but that's the only one of the grifters I'm following that it's even in their shit. Phil only complained about his back curtain, plan to save the world. Forwarded from JFK. What's this one? This was at the same time. Plan to save the world. Oh, this is one of those. Oh, God. A hot video. That's not it. Prayer Army page and saw it. I've only been expecting on his announcement page. No one's even really responding to it except saying, even Phil's group is saying it's fake. You know how you get dumber listening to some people? You might need meds if you follow these guys. Oh, no. How do we know this is legit? This makes me wonder, does he mean in regards? So when is this NESARA? I'm researching this right now, is what someone said. Thank you, by the way, Crazy Corman. I will post blah, blah, blah. GESARA or NESARA. I doubt it will be announced in the U.S. until Trump is back in office. Biden would never be allowed credit for that. I think it will, but not now. I thought they go hand in hand, and hopefully if they do, this is true. Probably true. I agree. It's talking about it won't come to us Trump. GESARA is global. NESARA is national. Really, that's the big question. Oh, gosh, I hope so. Neither of these are happening right now at all. Go check the news from these countries. This is a load of crap. The deep state and central banks are still fully in charge in Europe. GESARA is supposed to help people, right? Do the Rothschilds seem like the type to help anyone? They would go hand in hand, but some countries will get it before others. I'm hearing that it has begun in other countries, but no one can confirm. Awesome. It's if it's GESARA, we should all have it. Kill switched, engaged. NESARA helps people. GESARA is global. Well, but it's the same thing, idiots. How to open a Stargate on Earth. How can I contact Lynn Wood? The same person shared it again. They just keep sharing it over and over again. They use NA. When he went to Europe, there was Air Force One. Actually, Bigfoot lost the horse ranches. Yeah, nothing. Nobody's confirming it. It's just one person sharing it in a bunch of groups.
The first thing that I thought of was the Oklahoma City bombing. I mean, it could be nothing. It could be a structural failure. But if it was a structural failure, somebody's got a lot of answering to do. Me personally, it doesn't look like a structural failure.
It looked like a demolition.
Correct. Or a beam, shooting a laser.
Right.
Who knows? I mean, this is like the biggest.
Shooting a laser took down the condos in Florida. Shooting a laser took down the condos in Florida.
I got you. Absolutely.
And you have to think too. Who is still? Oh, go ahead.
You have to understand that it's a lot of look here, not there. It's a lot of look here, not there. Okay, and the reason why is they're not ready for some of the stuff to be exposed, but they're ready for it to be happen.
I would say with it being in Florida, we're probably looking at remember all the issues Florida had with sinkholes and stuff? We're probably looking at some type of shift that caused it. It was 40 years old. It had just recently had a bunch of inspections, and it still had more to go for its 40-year certification to check to make sure that it was sound. I would say we're gonna find out something about something about the ground underneath. If I had to guess.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we do know that it was a column failure. A column failure is what caused it. One of the columns down there on that one side, one of the columns failed, but we don't know why the column failed, I guess is what I should have said.
Yeah. And if they're saying that Mike Jaco, I don't know him personally. I know guys that have been on the teams with him. If he's saying he believes it's a direct energy weapon, he has no reason to lie. And he would know more because he was in some HVT and snatch and grab teams. He would know a hell of a lot more about that than I would.
Well, they found.
Well, I've done HVT and snatch and grab.
In the undamaged part of the building afterwards, and from what I've understood, those people were paid to stay in there to raise the drama effect, and they knew they wouldn't be harmed if they did stay in certain positions in certain places. Okay. Right. I believe Mike as well.
So fucking stupid.
You can look at the Oklahoma.
Everybody's somehow suddenly a fucking demolitions expert. Well, that was like 9/11. It couldn't have been the ground. It was a column failure that started it all.
Okay. I think the building was cut with a razor.
Right. Okay.
I agree.
So I just got a text that the Global Economy Security and Recovery Act looks like it's possibly a go. And
would that be part of the reevaluation?
Yeah, that's GESARA.
Wow, this is huge.
Yeah.
You guys can't keep putting Jeff on as a legitimate source. You can't keep putting fucking Jeff on as legitimate source. You've got to hold yourself on to some type of higher standard. This motherfucker's running around.
He said he hasn't been able to confirm, but it looks like it may be a go.
Wow.
It also looks like he has some food smeared on his shirt.
The first place, and I'll have to see if I can find a Iraqi news site, television show, because I heard that's where they would want to start it first.
That's the fourth time you've misspelled the word no. I'm not trusting your opinion anymore.
Let me see if I can pull one up while you guys are talking.
Yeah. Well, we heard that they're trading the dinar right now on the Forex.
Okay.
That's been confirmed. And that would have to happen before Gasara or Nasara happened, or the RV would happen.
Absolutely. And also, we heard just moments ago that there are pictures and video of a small country with a celebration with Gasara signs all over the place.
I can't wait to see that, man. I got goosebumps, man. This might be it, guys. This might be it.
We also have our personal differences with Charlie Ward, but he has confirmed all this, and I think you can take that to the bank. You also
Real man and McKay in the same sentence. That's right.
relief letters all over the world as well recently.
Wow.
Debt relief letters. Did you guys get your debt relief letters? There are some people. Now, I know this is hard to wrap your mind around. There are people that want this so bad to be true. They are lying in favor of stuff happening to them. There's a story right now over on the it's the is it QAnon victims? What do they call that Reddit over there where like where they talk about the QAnon stuff and how it affects people? I think it's victims of QAnon or QAnon, something like that. It's a Reddit group. And there's a story right now about a dude whose wife was so entangled in this. He said he had signs that she was getting too deep, but he didn't really know, blah, blah, blah. She was lying about shit like debt forgiveness and going on people's shows and telling them about knowing about arrests made for pedo people around her and debt forgiveness and Nasara Gasara things. And she was literally lying for those. Not on her own show, to back up other people's shows because she wanted it to be true so badly. I mean, sounds like a crazy person to make. QAnon casualties, thank you. QAnon casualties. That she is lying to support other people's stories and because she wants it to be true so badly. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Wow, somebody just sent me a picture of that building getting ready to collapse. And it looks like it's, I don't know. Let me share the picture and you guys explain this to me.
I was just asked, is my debt been canceled? Question mark.
Look at the top. You see that picture?
What the hell?
How does that even happen? Jeff, I got questions.
Right?
How does that happen?
Did you guys listen to this Britney Spears court gig?
Oh, God.
That judge needs to be slapped.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. She's getting ready to expose all of it. And we already know there's at least one clone of her, at least one, that they use. That she's so popular, they would want to use one to make more money. She's been controlled by her father for years, and he's part of the deep state.
That's a serious situation. I think clearly I think she should be in charge of her own life again, but
on some of our shows, let me share my screen again.
I'm not as involved in that as anything else because it's a pop star and it has nothing to do with me, but I guess they're going to somehow tie it to their conspiracy as well.
Now check this out.
These guys are idiots.
That right there is the forensics.
We're not seeing it here, Doug.
You seeing it?
No, sir.
Huh. I'm sharing my screen. Do you see it, Jeff?
Yeah, you can see the top part and then the bottom where it has that circled saying what.
Yeah, so that is like the radar of it or the energy of it, I think is what he's.
There you go. That is the radar of it, or the energy of it. That is the radar or the energy of the photo. That is the radar energy of a photo. That is the radar energy of a Polaroid. There you go.
It's trying to show us. So see how the pixels, he's saying, see how all the pixels match both pictures?
Mm-hmm.
So that's absolutely a real picture, not photoshopped. How is that giant piece of
That's the radar energy of that picture.
Something's up, man. Like you said, that could have been one of them things from space, man. And they want you to think it's something else. Do you know what I mean? And as you think it can't get any weirder, here it comes. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It's really, really looking strange stuff. Now he's telling me now that is the circle you saw in the picture. I think it's a ship. He thinks it's a ship.
Nah.
Well, it's not the mothership.
That's an alien ship with the radar energy.
All I know is that's some weird stuff right there. Now, I guess a ship could have come in there and took the building down. We'll never know what really took down the building in Oklahoma. They said it was, fertilizer and diesel fuel.
You guys having fun playing with Edward?
They said.
I don't even know what the fuck he said.
We caught the guy in 30 minutes that shot this place. We got the guy that shot everybody in Vegas right off the bat. No, he was a patsy. He got shot. Then people got shot out of a DOT helicopter. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what really happened. They were trying to kill the prince, and Trump saved them, and people got caught in crossfires. What it was. Kasara update. It's happening. It sounds like what we haven't completely confirmed it, but there are initial reports that other countries are celebrating it as we speak. Somebody said it was Battleship Galactica. Come on, man. It's not a laughing matter because what is 150 people missing?
You just laughed 4 times about it and then said it's not a laughing matter. There's people missing.
He said he did the pixel test on it to make sure it was
dumb fucks.
But anyways, he knows how to do all that kind of stuff.
I'm not changing it into a fucking a cornerstone for my conspiracy theory.
Because I all night long, man. This is the biggest thing to happen since
Right.
So
and Trump. I know Trump's in Ohio tomorrow, and some of the guys from our Northern Division office was mobilized south as part of the pre-team. He said he released that thing saying it's you're a big surprise.
It'd be sooner than later is what he said, right? Here's a sure sign. If he's
he said sooner than later.
Listen, the sure sign is he would not be putting on an event like he's doing tomorrow and have the security he had as a civilian. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because they're going to have 1,000 agents at this thing. Do you know what I mean?
I think we're all buying the security thing. I mean, he's got security of the president because he is the president.
I would say
he never conceded.
He just said that the other day too.
That's right. He did say that. All right. And we have not only his previous statement being backed up by him, but also General Flynn coming out saying you will see some crazy, weird, big, large things happening in the next 3 to 4 weeks.
Right. Let's see.
The rally in Ohio is all about showing the numbers of people that are in this movement.
Well, I don't know how many they're going to set. Do we know how big that event is, or is it just going to be another typical airport event?
What, tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh no, they have they showed pictures of it today, and it looked like they had about 20 to 30,000 seats and bleachers.
Oh my God!
There'll be a million people there inside now. Okay, the goal is to show the numbers of the people in the movement. So when the numbers in Arizona come out,
show the movement.
It's not so hard to spot.
Absolutely, the resistance.
That's it. That's the goal.
As we would think, but just like I said before, this thing switches over. Don't think that the cabal is going to roll over and play dead. They're not. By no means, but I'm pretty sure we've got most of them. But they're sitting in there letting these kids in the country. They could be handing them, stuff as they walk through. You're going to be involved in this city. You're going to be involved, and they train, as Jeff knows, they train these little mercenary kids in other countries. Hell, they train them right down in Louisiana. Our own country does teenagers to be killers, and they do it in other countries. Don't think they can slipping these kids through at the border at nighttime.
Right.
So I think that's the sleeper cells we got to worry about that they're bringing in at nighttime. I put a picture on my Facebook page today of they use some night vision because our guy is down at the border right now. And I think what you're going to see down there is Abbott get exposed, even if it gets to where Trump goes to the border. He's going to expose. He's a black hat. He's not on the good side. He wants to be, but he's not. So, I mean, something's got to be done. We can't keep letting these people in here. It's got to stop.
Can anyone join the panel? I don't know. You'd have to go to the Frog News Network. I don't I don't have a panel of liars.
What
What did you hear?
surrounding with, and they're not good people. They're just not coming from Mexico. They're coming from the countries that have terrorists too. There's
Right.
a lot of bad people getting in our country right now. But the good news is we're hearing, little things coming out that GESARA has started overseas. That is
Wouldn't that-
huge.
Well, yeah, wouldn't that be something if that was the dead man switch?
It just makes sense, though. Don't it? Remember when you said it makes sense if he got arrested over across? This even makes more sense, doesn't it? You don't want it to be so.
Why does this make sense that some guy who was wanted on tax evasion and scamming people, that when he died, that it kicked off GESARA in Portugal? That makes perfect sense.
Somebody in our government exposing it. You don't want it to be somebody that's associated with the government or in the military or an attorney or anything like that. This guy was hated supposedly by our country. Now he dumps all the information.
Right.
That's modern day Howard Hughes.
Yep. Crazy. Your thoughts, Jeff? What do you think?
Well, I mean, I know we've been down this road before. There's just too many coincidences. I mean, eventually, like I've always said,
He's trying to reach me by sat phone.
some stuff, other stuff, I rattle my head about, but I do know what our government's capable of, to a certain aspect. But you have to ask yourself,
You
why
got
in the
have you
heck
got intel?
would they
You
send
guys got intel?
a military aircraft to Barcelona and it flies out?
Yeah, RDS. So Scott McKay is saying that he consumes your souls, and RDS is saying that he literally makes people black hats by giving them black hats, the most popular of all his hats. Huh.
After whatever the time frame is, the only thing I can think of is you had to send, and even with that, even if you had to confirm the body, normally they do that through DNA or fingerprints because it takes a lot of assets to get somebody overseas. So it would be interesting to see. I mean, I know it was a Department of Homeland Security plane that flew out of there, but why would you? What
I don't even know what Edward said.
against does Barcelona have other than McAfee? Now, whether good guys have him, bad guys have him, who knows?
I didn't see him except when he told Mariah to shut up, which is not a good move.
Well, and we have to remember that we are watching a movie. Okay, we know what the end results are. We just don't know how we're going to get.
Jeff, lay down on your bunk bed. Why is he? This motherfucker is almost at the ceiling. Either he's in a very, very tiny home, or he's on the top bunk. Who has the bottom bunk?
Or win. So we can definitely say we have the last couple of days we have thickened the plot to the point where
I turned my satellite phone off.
Yeah, I mean we're at the verge of civil war in Texas, Jeff. I mean the militia is ready to go.
Yeah,
the guys in the Frog News Network Telegram
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Mariah. Damn.
group, the admins, please kick Michael out. I've had enough of his prove-it statements. He needs to get the hell out of our group.
I know what you mean, Travis.
Michael who?
All I can see is Michael.
Oh, and that's on Telegram or on
Yes,
YouTube?
on the Telegram group.
Okay. I'll see
Michael and Telegram's got to go. Get out of here, Mike.
But man, there's some exciting times look like that are coming up. Just remember, guys, we've been telling you for 3 months to get ready for this. Make sure you got.
Somebody joined. Subscribe because I yelled at Mariah. You gotta keep yelling.
Make sure you got food. There's no telling what's going to happen. There's good news coming, but we got to be prepared too.
There's so much more room for activities when I call into all my shows.
I think the key thing for tomorrow is analyzing everything that Trump says, everything that he says.
That's what I'm saying. If Doug just got a $73,000 windfall, he can stop the advertisement. He can stop the asking for money. Listen, if I end up with if someone donates to me in lump sum anything over $50K, I'll stop ever taking donations again. We're done.
Because he may not just come out.
Or if the government does it,
but
whatever.
I'm sure there's going to be, if any of this is true, I'm sure there's going to be some hints.
Yeah, he's going to drop.
Alejandro Mayorkas.
Right.
Guys, the comms will start in the morning. The bombs will drop. start towards dinner.
Well, here will be the key. My personal take. We have to look at if any of the stock exchanges in the world market have closed down.
Because we have to collapse the economies, right?
Well, that would be my guess. So I would probably, look at the Nippon in Japan. And what better day to do it if you're going to do it on a Friday evening, because our market don't open on the weekends. I know some of the overseas markets, they operate on Saturday and then they do the futures on Sunday. So that would be a definite warning sign.
My birth certificate, yeah, I'm sure.
As we get our hands on them, we'll share them in the Telegram group. But keep up with this Scavino tweets the next couple of days.
Absolutely.
Trump as it is.
Absolutely, guys. So look, I'm ready to go dig at some intel and find out and talk to some people what's going on, because this all broke while we were on the show. Once again,
I don't even know what you were even saying anymore. Do I know who John McAfee is? Absolutely.
Place where God wants us all to come together as one. That's why he agrees with the show. Mike, if you close us out in a prayer. Jeff, thanks for jumping on with us, bud.
Yeah, no problem.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for those of us that
We're going to pray that you give us that money that Doug's been promised. We don't know what we're going to do without it. We're barely getting by here. We're going to need some of that money for sure.
It's in Jesus' mighty name that we pray.
Amen. Thank y'all for coming on, watching tonight. If there's any more breaking news, we will jump back on here live. We've done it before and we'll do it again. Jeff B, thanks for coming on, bro. I hope we're seeing what's going to happen. Coming
on and lying and filling us full of bullshit and,
Guys, we'll keep you updated in the Telegram group. Like I said, if we need to go back live, we will. Have a good night. Hopefully we see you tomorrow night. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Why do people keep putting him on as a legitimate source? He's not a legitimate source. Look at him. Look at the shows he's doing. Look at the stuff he says when he's not on your show. He's not a legitimate source. He's fucking peddling Gasara kicking off. Yeah, bullshit. Let me check Telegram right quick and see if anybody updated any other things. I wonder if that guy posted that Nasara shit again. So people are like, is there any proof? And someone said frog nose, and someone in Phil's group said, yeah, I mean real proof. I don't really think Slate it not, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no. Officially, it's your birthday, Phil. But Phil's in jail, so he's probably not responding to many of these messages. Just saying. JFK Jr. channel. No. I'm part of way too many of these channels. Just because this is where they get all the info from. Fucking Whiplash and stupid shit like that. I wish they didn't get it from this stupid shit, but that's what they do. Lynn Woods not sharing anything on his. Whiplash, still the same thing, not sharing anything new on his. Something about Kim Clement is the latest thing on his. Let's check the comments, though. Has anybody shared anything crazy in the comments? No. Biden to fall, 12:15. Nope. I saw that too on Frog News. I'm hoping for more confirmation. Frog News is saying Nasara Gasara. Come on. It's all from Frog News. That's the only people fucking reporting that shit. And everybody's fucking passing it around and saying Frog News told them, Frog News told them, Frog News told them. God, if it doesn't happen, I wish it would end their fucking channel, but their dumbasses would just keep on keeping on. They don't care. If they're accurate, if it's true, if anything comes to light, they don't care. Let's see over here. See what they got. They got anything going on here? There is, no, the last post is at 10 p.m., so no, there's not going to be anything there. Let's go over here. I'm not thrilled, blah, 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 exploding. Is he negative or is it just me? From Natural Justice. No. Sorry, I had to read one to tell. No, not there. So I don't think it's being shared by anybody, but let's see if anything's going on here. Anybody but Frog knows, to be honest with you. And that one picture that was shared by whoever that person was, in a closed group. But I don't even know who that closed group is. Tonight Show, Wolf in Sleep's Clothing photo, talk show with Brad. Episode 24. You guys want to see what Brad said? No, let's see. No, Charlie Ward's shit's not on there either, at all. He hasn't shared anything. I mean, he's in bed, dude. It's like I said. It's 5:26 there in Portugal and Spain, or at least the western part of Spain. I don't know how the time zone breaks down there, but he's in bed. Like, he's not going to confirm any of this shit at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. Are you kidding me? They said it went into effect at 7 p.m. They didn't say what time zone. They didn't say when that happened or whatever. But I wonder if anybody's made a video on it yet. And we could close this one down and make the very first announcement video and title it "Nassara has begun" right now, and get out ahead of it to where everybody will find us in the last hour. Nope. You guys want to shut it down and start a new video? Just to get the clicks. Oh, I misspelled it. I'm guessing. Nick Fleming, RV, GRC, Intel update as of this was from 56 minutes ago.
The FBI is warning lawmakers. You know what happened, right? When the last...
Oh, this is a re-upload, though. This isn't going to be because that's from that. This is from a channel like that, GRK TV.
QAnon conspiracy followers could, again, Babbitt, is enough is on the Q board. I didn't know that until putting this together. Exactly the same as 2021. They're always doing stuff to try to do what? To try to funnel money to whoever they want to send it to pull their crazy games. So then Biden was told there during, about the Putin interview at the NATO press conference. What do you think Biden's response was? I want everybody to see this.
Weekend interview, Vladimir Putin laughed at the suggestion that you had called him a killer. Is that still your belief, sir, that he is a killer? And I'll continue the trend if you don't mind.
I put the website in Telegram. What website? Okay, I'll have to go to mine. I'm signed into my alt so I can get into all the shit without getting banned.
And if Ronald Reagan said trust but verify, what do you say?
This is where they're getting there, and sorry, yada, blah, blah, blah. Well, is it on there?
They actually...
As of June 25th, so this is from yesterday. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. The best is yet to come. Saturday, June 19th. See, not even this is updated, though, is it? Special report. That was all June 25th stuff. He said he called that old... you guys remember that old lady that they had on that claimed to be a Nassara expert or whatever? That was... that is... the one they're claiming, blah, blah, blah. Let's just do this. Let's get fireworks in Portugal. So what you do is you shut down your video, and then you bring it back up, and you click on one of these, but you make it full screen. And you're like, breaking news, this is live right now in Portugal. It is 6 a.m. And they just announced with the opening of the market, the stock exchange, Nassara has started. We thought the United States would be the first ones to roll it out. That is not happening. It doesn't seem that way. It seems as if it's kicking off in Spain and Portugal. And as we come onto the next time zone and the next time zone and the next time zone, we'll roll through all of Europe. That should hit Asia over the U.S., and we're all going to be on this brand new adventure. I wanna welcome you guys to the new age, and I'll be happy to ascend with you guys. What do you think? We'll have to shut this one down and start a new one, though. I bet you we could troll a bunch of people. I bet you we can get them. All right, let's shut this one. I'm just doing this to troll the frogs. I'm gonna shut this stream down. If you're watching on YouTube, come back to my YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, it'll pop back up. Try to find me. We're gonna go live with a brand new announcement. Let me hold on before we go. Let me pull up the frogs where they announced it as well. Where was that at just now? I'm gonna say I'm not the only one that's got this information. The Frog News Network is also reporting. We gotta lay it on thick. You guys in the chat. You guys got to be cheering. Yay! It's here. Finally, we've made it. You know, I've waited so long.
Biblical, okay?
Biblical. You guys got to be ready. You are the cheerleaders.
Okay, we got
our listeners, amping.
We did.
The three people. They're going to try to make background that the Rothschild was called.
Name.
The guy. Why don't you call in? Why don't you call in?
I'm calling you.
Yo.
All right, guys. Before we do this, I'm gonna tell you guys good night because I'm just gonna record this video and post it, and I won't be telling you good night again. It's almost 1 o'clock here, anyways. But we'll be the first news station to report this. We'll get it off. You guys got to cheer. I knew it. So I want somebody to say, I have an aunt who lives in Portugal. She just called me. She's so excited. Okay, you guys are the chat on the screen. You got to be convincing when we come back. Okay, there'll be just a real short intro, and then we'll be live. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to record that video. Don't forget that. The reevaluation, Gasara, all that stuff. But the next one's going to be fake. You guys are the cheerleaders. Make sure you know what's going on. Cheer. Shout out, confirm everything I'm saying, back it all up, and I will see you guys tomorrow night on the next show. So let me close this down. It's 12:30 here. I'll play some outro music and close this one. Be looking for the next one. Be looking for the next video to pop up. It'll be up in just a minute.
I think I started some shit. Piss him off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. I used to find clues too when I was high on shrooms.
Need to go put my pearls on. Oh no.
Open his closet, I found some of his meat rockets. I strapped
Get ready. We gotta be on top of this.
strapped to an
I'll be back up in like a minute. Like I'm just gonna shut this one as soon as this one goes off. I just gotta turn it off. I'm gonna do the fireworks. Okay. As soon as I shut this one off, I'm just gonna change the title and I'm gonna go live again. Okay.
Stop. Fucking stop. Dude.
Who's gonna ruin it?
Seriously. An alcoholic.
I only do fake news in reality.
Here we go. I think I started some shit. Piss them off. It's about to get lit. Get the place in the best. You know that stage. You better buckle up.
Fuck them guys. We'll block them as soon as they pop up.
I think I started some shit.
Here we go. This one's going down, guys. We'll be right back.
Place in the best. You know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Round 3. Down goes me.